Yo, chat, sorry that I'm late, but hold on one second. Because I just heard something. And y'all gotta forgive me, because I'm not watching Collision right now. I was busy editing a video that's been taking me all day to finish up. But did I just hear that we have new AEW Tag Team Champions? Is that correct? Is this a farce, chat, or is this like... Do we really have... Is Big Billiam and Ricky Starks really our new tag team champions? I legit am not watching Collision right now. I've been editing a video all day. Well, yeah, editing a short all day. It's been taking me longer than I thought it was going to. But it looks like that's the word on the street right now. Yo, what's up, chat? What's up? How we doing? How we feeling on this Saturday morning? Saturday morning, Jesus. Saturday night. Yeah, it looks like we have new tag team champions. I'm looking at the picture right now on X/Twitter. Pretty Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Like, why did they just... Why? Hold on. I guess this technically is a spoiler, so I'll post it here. If you're not watching Collision, don't look. But yeah, that looks like that's the move right now. We have new tag team champions and absolute Ricky Starks and Big Bill. I didn't watch the match. I don't know if it was good or not. My question is why? This just seemed like such a random ass tag team match, and to just have a title change is just an odd choice. A very odd choice. Hold on. Jade on the kickoff. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on a minute, because I actually am loading up Peacock as we speak. Damn it, I'm about to be late to Jade's arrival. Shit. I'm all discombobulated and unprepared, chat. I'm sorry. Like I said, I've been editing a video all day, so that's been occupying a lot of my time. I wasn't logged in on Peacock on anything? What the fuck? Hold on, y'all. I'm logging in right now. See what's going on here. See what the word is. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well, man. Can't complain. Chat, how are we feeling about this new tag team title change? And everybody keeps saying Jade. Hold on, let me tune in. Let me lock in real quick. I miss Jade. All right, let me go back. Damn! Oh shit, there she is. Yo, she ain't playing with that fit though. Alright, let's go. What's her name? It's fucking blocking the thing. I can't see. Jade Cargill. Showing up on a Peacock pre-show. My question is, why wasn't this on the main show? God damn. That fit don't play now, does it? Guys, we do have a triple threat happening tonight, but I don't really think Jade's going to play into that. If anything, I would see Jade going after Rhea. I don't think she would go after EO, or maybe she does go after Charlotte. I mean, she already is on the show, so why not? All right, chat. We might be bringing in a special guest in a couple minutes. A friend of mine. I know you guys are probably wondering, is it Alex? No, not Alex. Not this time. I love Alex, but not this time. We have a different guest. Friend of the podcast. I think a lot of you who watch a lot of No, it's not Alex this time. It's not Alex. I mean, even if Alex wants to join, he is free to, but. Not Alex. My journalist friend. If you guys are on TikTok, you've probably seen his face before. He's a journalist. He reports on the news. He works for a pretty big publisher too. Say Potatoes. There, I said it. Let me see where he's at. Oh, let me post that I'm live. Here we go again, chat. Here we go again with me not posting that I'm live anywhere. Shall we be shocked that I'm not? Ah! Almost ended my live. Ooh. Oh, almost. I almost accidentally ended the live. Why the fuck is the share button next to the end stream button? I almost ended the damn live by accident. I would have been so pissed. Oh my god. I would have been heated if I ended this live by accident. And then let me go to X and let people know, hey, I'm live. Come through. We live for hashtag WWE Fastlane. Come through. Yo, Jay wasn't playing with that fit. Let's go, mommy. She ain't come to play. Yeah, oh, that's what I said too. I said the same thing too. Oh! Alright, let me turn this up some. And then one more time, we gotta share this now on Instagram, which I can do from my phone. Live streaming / reacting to hashtag WWE Fastlane. Let's change the font to this. Let's bring it down here. Bum, 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 bum. Now I gotta go all the way to YouTube again to get the link. What's opening the show? Is it going to be Seth and I mean, it wouldn't shock me considering they main evented the last show and their match is a rematch after all, so they really don't need the main event. Their feud's not that important, so. I do feel it's kind of redundant to still be running the back injury storyline with Seth Rollins after you just ran that for the last match they had. Arrow. Money, my beat. Okay, music.
Most cutthroat we've ever seen him. Shinsuke Nakamura wins tonight. Oh man, odds stacked against the champ. I'm going with Shinsuke as well.
Woo! Man, time will tell. Again, stat card, 5 huge matches. So many matches.
Wait.
But, you know, I got sources. And sources say that kicking off tonight's festivities.
Okay, looks like the match to kick off the show is the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship match. Okay. You bet Jay turned. Why would Jay turn heel, bro? For what? Bro, if Jay turns heel, I think I might just be done with the Bloodline story. No reason. Zero reason why Jay would turn heel. Jimmy is a heel already. Why would Jay turn heel too? What is your favorite AEW wrestler right now? Tony Storm. Tony Storm's definitely my favorite right now. Woo! You can't see me. Oh, it's your smell. And then you can't see me. The King of Kings. You can't see me. I was so early. It's not even funny. Let's go, y'all. Together. Is anyone still watching Collision? Do we got any colliders in the chat? opinions. I did give my predictions already. It's a YouTube short. It's on this channel. I'm wearing a hat right now because I did not do my hair. I might do my hair sometime in the middle of this stream. So if I dip for like a few minutes, that might be why. You guys like my shirt? Fastlane, so I decided to wear my Fast X shirt. I feel like it was only appropriate, right? Costume design makes sense. What is your favorite theme song in wrestling? Currently, my favorite theme song in wrestling? That's a good one. What is currently my favorite theme song in wrestling? I like Seth Rollins' theme song. Samoa Joe's, maybe. I love Samoa Joe's theme song. It's like an impending doom hearing it. What are your thoughts on Mass Goal? Spams the chat sometimes. Can be a bit annoying, but probably a cool guy. Gordon Ramsay versus MJF in a promo battle. Who's winning? Probably MJF. Gordon Ramsay might have MJF's ass. I don't know. Gordon Ramsay will go right to yelling, and so would MJF. That's a tough one. I would probably say Gordon, though. Gordon's been doing all that yelling and screaming and shit since MJF has been walking. I don't know, because me and MJF are the same age. Well, he's a year older than me, but you get the point. Woo! Guys, we are here. We are live for WWE Fastlane. Whoop that. Trick Williams here. Oh, Trick Williams' theme. That goes hard, too. That goes hard, too, absolutely. Let me take my earbuds out. Indianapolis, Indiana. Oh look, they got the little like damn, the NASCAR cars thing on the stage. That's really dope. I wonder if somebody's gonna use it, like get in it and drive it, run somebody over. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. No, I'm just kidding. The little indie car. Shut up. Is it really called an indie car? If it is, my apologies. I thought you were calling it like indie as in like a... No, the indies, like indie wrestling. Who's your favorite NASCAR driver? I don't watch NASCAR, but listen. Hold on. Let me cook for a second, because when I was in elementary school, I did a book report on a NASCAR driver. And if I'm correct, his name was Jeff Gordon. I might have to look it up. If I remembered his name correctly, I'm going to be hyped. I think his name was Jeff Gordon. Let me look it up. Hold on. I think I did. I remember doing a book report on a NASCAR driver, and I think his name was Jeff Gordon. Let's go. Let's go. I remember him. I remembered him. So you know what? That's my de facto answer is Jeff Gordon, because I did a book report on him back in like 2006 or something. That, you know what? That was actually, thank you for doing that. That actually made me go back in time, bro. Because I remember doing that book report. I was really hyped to do this book report on Jeff Gordon. And I never watched NASCAR after that point. I don't even remember why I even did the book report on him. I don't even remember why. Because I did not watch NASCAR. Nor have I ever had a affinity to watch NASCAR. It might have been, you know what? It might have been like that whole rubric thing where you have to choose between these few people. And I went with Jeff Gordon for some reason. I don't know. But I actually did remember him, which is really cool. Speaking of Gordon. Actually, I don't know why I said Gordon. Let me see if I can call my boy in here now, because it looks like he's ready. Down since day one is down since day one is down since day one is. All right, let's call Big Liam in here. Oh, guys, we're about to get a special guest in here. If we can get him in. Also, if you hear the I have to change my my fire. This is how you know I'm black. I have to change my fire alarm. It keeps going off. Beep, beep. You'll hear it in the background. Yo, Big Liam, what's up, man? Hold on, Liam, hold on, because I don't think we can hear you, because I can't even hear you right now. Wait a damn minute. All right, Liam, try again.
How about now? You got me?
Yeah, we can hear him.
Maybe.
All right, guys. Our guest reactor here is a good friend of mine, also a really well established, illustrious journalist for Comic Book Online, even though he doesn't talk comic books for some reason, not that I know of. Liam Crowley. Woo!
Hello,
Big Liam.
hello. I can't see you, and I can't see anyone in the chat, but I trust that there's people here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people. Wait, are you on our YouTube stream at all?
I can pull it up. See, you know, I'd like to think I'm young, and then there's times like this where I'm like,
You better cut it out. You're younger than me.
technology? How old are you, Sooplex?
26.
Oh my God, you're embarrassing me out here with your tech savviness.
Ooh, so's. Day one-ish.
I'm not gonna lie.
Day one-ish.
The lyrics are cringe, man. He's got to fix that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not crazy about the lyrics either.
The it's just me, Oos. Like, we could have done so much better.
I mean, to be honest, like, it's not even just the It's Me Uso. Like, they went ahead and like revamped the entire Usos theme song, and it's like, I didn't feel like we needed any of that. It's a remix. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, the beat is the best part. That's the reason why they wanted to keep it, because he's got the whole, you know, getting the crowd going, and like, you don't want to mess with that too much. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna call up your stream.
Introduce.
Sooplex. Wait, hold on. I'm about to see if I can throw you in here. I probably could throw you in here. Wait a minute. We're gonna throw Big Liam in here. I call him Big Liam because the first time we met was at SummerSlam, and I was taken aback by how tall this motherfucker is.
We're all the same height on stream. That's the funny thing.
We're all the same height on stream until I meet you in real life, and I have to fucking look up. I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you not in the ring? Why are you in the crowd right now?
Girl, one day, I'm telling you, one day. I've been itching to train, but until I know where I'm going to be permanently, I don't want to enroll in a school.
You should do it.
Oh, I definitely will. You can hold me to that. That's a digital receipt right there.
Adrenaline. You definitely should. Hold on. Let's see if we can get him back.
God, his entrance with the smoke and the pyro is so sick.
Crowd is here, about to blow. Whoa! Hell yeah! I'm like literally adjusting all this.
So wild that he's become like a straight up WWE guy. I don't even see AEW anymore when he makes his entrance.
You said you don't even watch AEW anymore?
No. I said I don't see him as an AEW guy when he makes his entrance now.
It's
You know what I
actually
mean
pretty
by that?
crazy because it's like, even though he started in AEW, I kind of don't see it that way either.
Yeah, right? Like, he's very seamlessly become a WWE guy.
Hell yeah. All right, we got Liam in the corner.
Oh, this is crazy because I see...
There we go.
All right, you got me? Maybe?
I think I got you. Whoa. Yes, we got you, Liam.
How about now? Better? I just switched to my better microphone.
Hell yeah. Oh man, look at him with the comic book online plug.
Oh, you know.
Oh man.
We got to get the logos
Comic
out
book
there.
online's not paying me for this plug, but I'll let it slide.
Well, when you hook me up with a microphone that doesn't have the branding on it, we can switch it up.
fair. Yeah, man. Yo, Mahood Farouk, what's up, man? Thank you for the $5 super chat. Much love to the guy. He was mad supporting us during the Wrestle Dream stream. He says been following this story for a while, but it still feels weird that Jay is tag teaming with someone other than Jimmy. It does. It's quite an adjustment. So, Liam, who you got in this match? You got the Judgment Day, or do we have new tag team champions? As we already saw, AEW, we got new tag team champions, apparently. I didn't even know this until you said something.
Yeah, because also I didn't realize Collision was a special start time of 7 tonight. I thought that it was just going to go head-to-head, but smart on Tony, to be honest, because, like, tribalism aside, and I can't stand the tribalism suplex. I can't stand it. I mute so many accounts on Twitter nowadays because I'm just like, just enjoy wrestling, okay? Stop picking a team. But the reality is, for either company, when a premium live event is on or a pay-per-view is on, it's going to squash the other in ratings. So smart on AEW to get started a little early. And yeah, apparently Cash Wheeler was working a little hurt because of the Aussie Open match. He got hurt at WrestleDream. And what's crazy is they took him out of the match tonight by putting him through the announce table, which is like, wrestling is crazy, man. Like, if I was going to get written off of work, I request a day off. I don't.
You request a day off?
You know, that's
oh man, that's such 9 to 5 mentality, man. You got to find some way to script yourself out of it.
I know, I really do. I got to get better at that. Maybe I'll put myself through the announce table next time. But yeah, apparently it's shocking, but also it's Ricky Starks' first legitimate championship in AEW, which is well deserved by now. He was FTW champion for a while, but we all know that title's kind of a prop. But get back to your original question. I feel like Judgment Day, I want to say retain. However, they're kicking off the show. Usually, we start things out with a babyface win. And also, I really do think Priest cashes in tonight. So are we going to double belt Priest?
Wait, hold on. You think he's cashing in tonight?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
You're not the first person I heard say this, and I'm like, why Fastlane now? And why does everyone suspect it's going to be tonight?
Because with Money in the Bank holders, people forget this because I feel like the briefcase has been very poorly used in the past like 7 years. I don't think Priest is in their plans to be world champion at Mania. So if you don't have him cash in and have like at least a 2-month reign before Mania and you save it till after, that gives you a window of like April to July for him to cash in. And if we have, a Cody Rhodes as champion, then you're not going to want him to have a successful cash in later next year. So I think he cashes in tonight, holds it till maybe the Rumble, and then we put it on someone else. Maybe it goes back to Seth for a Gunther match or something. But no, I do think it's now or never. Not now or never for Priest to cash in, but I think tonight's the best opportunity they have storyline wise to not mess with things too much.
No, I hear you, and I definitely can see that. Before I continue on, Mahmood, thank you for the $5 again. I appreciate you, man. All day, man. Love your videos. Also, tonight may be the night Priest cashes in. Well, he agrees with you too. Tonight's the night Priest cashes in. Okay, here's the thing. I wasn't thinking that myself. However, if Jay and Cody win, which that wasn't in my cards, and I wouldn't be upset if they won, but that just seems like a very oddball tag team to win the championships. If they win, I'm 100% down for Priest cashing in tonight. If they retain, I don't see why we would have Priest cash in, unless you're going to have him cash in and be unsuccessful, which I think that's just another year we're wasting Money in the Bank, because Lord knows, at least for the men's Money in the Bank, it has been completely just obliterated and wasted for the last 5 years. 2018 was Braun Strowman. He was a failed cash-in. 2019 was Brock Lesnar. He cashed in successfully, but in a 9-minute squash against Kofi Kingston. 2020 was Otis, but then it went to The Miz, and The Miz cashed in and he won, but it was a flip-flop. I don't know what's going on there. I don't remember who won in 2021. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. You know what? It was Big E. Big E won in 2021. That was like the last successful one I could think of. And then, who was 2022?
Oh, Theory.
And he was unsuccessful.
And
no. He cashed in on Seth, who wasn't even the world champion, and he still lost. Like, what are we doing?
I love Austin Theory. Like, I be popping bottles like the rest of us out here. However, that moment was one of the worst moments in wrestling history, because not only did he cash in on a mid-card title, he lost the cash-in match, and then 3 weeks later, he got a U.S. title match at Survivor Series and won. Like, the U.S.
never
title
get
is
it.
The U.S. title is not something that you need to like have a Money in the Bank for. You can get a U.S. title match just by showing up to Raw and being like, Adam Pearce, come on, toss me a bone. Like, that's how easy those worst cash-in of all time. Easy. Nothing comes close.
Yeah, the only glaring, like, I wouldn't even say glaring, but the only positive in that whole 5-year span was Big E. Granola J says Big E kind of ruined his cash in by announcing it on Twitter. I wouldn't say it ruined it. I think it kind of downplayed the effect of it, because, you know, that the suspense and the anticipation's no longer there, because we know it's going to happen. At this point, it's just, is he going to win tonight? So I get what you mean. I would just say spoiled and not entirely ruined. However, again, my point being, the last 5 years, men's Money in the Bank has just been garbage and ass juice. So hopefully tonight, that switches around if he cashes in. I would be absolutely pissed if he cashed in unsuccessfully tonight. That would be the second year in a row.
I don't think if he cashes in, he wins. 100%.
He's got it. He's got to.
They are building Damien Priest to be a monster. What did someone call him recently? Romance novel Undertaker.
Undertaker. That's
I'm with it. I love Priest. I think he looks great even in defeat. He put on like that Bad Bunny match. People give Bad Bunny all the credit. That match is half of Damien Priest putting in the work. Probably more. Probably 70% Priest just making him look good. So yeah, I think if he does cash in, he wins, unless they continue to tease this Judgment Day Civil War and maybe Finn accidentally costs him. But I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Priest should win. He should be successful. And I think if he does cash in, hopefully this ushers in this like kind of hot potato era for that title, because I miss when there were so many frequent world champions.
Well,
you know what I mean?
What we do have to add this in is that Seth is the first champion, so it does have that bit of not that it feels too odd, but because he's the first champion and there's been nobody else, it doesn't have that. I guess what you're saying is like you want it the hot potato, you want there to be new champions. So yeah, there has to be a second champion and a third champion. Damian Priest will make a good second champion. You know it. You also think about the fact that, could he cash in on Roman Reigns? It's laughable to me. So I feel like the only person, realistically, he should be cashing in on a Seth. Austin Theory last year has established that you can cash in on different champions. But again, what is the logic in winning the Money in the Bank match, which historically has been meant to cash in on world champions, and you go to a lesser championship? It doesn't make the United States Championship feel more important. It makes the Money in the Bank cash in feel less. So I don't know what they were trying to go for last year, but I hope they never do it again. And like I said, Damien Priest is tonight's the night. I genuinely hope he wins.
Yeah, absolutely. I do kind of miss the days when we had two briefcases, one for Raw and one for SmackDown, but
yeah.
That's only because when was the last time they did that? Like 2016?
It was like 2016, 2017, but it's laughable now because we know for sure nobody's going to cash in a Roman Reigns successfully. Like, that's not happening.
Yeah. And
short of Cody Rhodes winning Money in the Bank, he's not cash. No one's cashing on him successfully.
Isn't it wild that Cody was going to win Money in the Bank last year?
Yeah, it is.
Because then who wins the Rumble? You're not going to give Cody the briefcase and the Rumble.
You could
So-
if you have him lose the briefcase like later that year, but then that's a waste of a cash in. So
And then it would be a waste of a Rumble victory too, because he would have lost at Mania.
we
So-
could also argue this is a waste of a runnable victory this year because he didn't even fucking beat Roman Reigns. So I don't know. That's another question I have to ask you. So what do you think they do for Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns next year? Do you think they have Cody double back to back win the Rumble, or do you think they go a different route with that?
I don't think Cody wins the Rumble no matter what. I think the Rumble goes to whoever is going to challenge for the World Heavyweight title, which
okay.
feel like that's going to be Gunther. All signs are pointing to him just kind of going on a tear, and what would honestly be for him winning the Rumble as Intercontinental Champion, double belted at Mania, and relinquish the Intercontinental title. Kind of like what Keith Lee did with the North American title in NXT in summer of 2020. Just because it would just establish Gunther as just a dominant force. And I would be for that. But in terms of Cody, I think you just got to wait till you get the definitive answer from Dwayne, man. Because...
Nah, don't do that. Don't do Cody like that,
I'm
man.
sorry.
You're one of them, Liam.
Rock
You're one
versus
of the fuck Cody crowds until Rock comes back. Is that who you become?
Did you hear the crowd? Did you hear that
Oh
Colorado
Lord!
crowd?
Oh God!
And I have a theory for this too.
I gotta
Sooplex,
move you
I
over
have
to the
a
right
theory.
hand side and show off my Cody Rhodes shirt in the background. I can't. We can't do that, man. We can't be fuck
Oh
Cody
my
here,
God.
man.
It's not fuck Cody. It's that Cody's story, unfortunately, needs to come as a result of what The Rock wants to do. And I say that because the storyline is so perfect, right? I almost would be okay if Cody beats Roman at Mania this year because Rock is unavailable. I'm perfectly fine with that. If that means we get Rock Roman the following year and then Roman gets that big win back and reestablishes himself as like top dog. But the theory I have, right? We were both at SummerSlam. I know how mad I was during the main event.
I was pissed.
We were both enraged. The tribal combat match, you can't interfere. I feel like they established the rules. So the only reason they broke the rules is because I feel like they have something else that they're conjuring up. I think later, closer to WrestleMania season, we revisit that. The elders say, that punishment, that decision to break the tribal combat rules is not going to go unpunished. And as a result, you need to prove yourself as head of the table against our actual current head of the table. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, boom. Rock versus Roman, actual tribal combat for the title, for the head of the table status, main event of WrestleMania 40.
See, that's fine fantasy booking, but my biggest issue is when you say The Rock, you are now putting the hands of booking and everything at the mercy of The Rock. At the mercy of if The Rock shows up. I don't feel we should be booking off of ifs. We've been booking off of ifs for 9 years now. Will The Rock show up at WrestleMania 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37? We've been doing this for years now, and The Rock never shows up. He shows up one time this year, and now everybody just cast Cody to the side like we are not building up to something going on right now. I don't know. I'm not that quick to cast him off. I'm not saying don't do The Rock and Roman Reigns. You could do that at the Royal Rumble. I know people are going to be like, oh, but WrestleMania is the big time to do it. If you really want to get to Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, that is the time to do it. Now, I know deep in my soul that if The Rock says I'm back, they are fuck Cody Rhodes too. I already know that's going to be the reality of the situation. The Rock says yes. But I don't think we should be booking off of if The Rock says yes. We should be booking off of what should be the best for business. And I think best for business is Cody Rhodes being the champion, beating Roman Reigns. That's the best story. The Rock versus Roman Reigns is not a story because, it is a story, but the story doesn't involve the championship at the end of the day. Unless you're going to have Roman Reigns lose the championship in the lead up to WrestleMania, you're going to have this match. You're going to have Roman Reigns beat The Rock, retain the championship, and now you're back at square one where Roman Reigns is still the champion. So what did we really accomplish? You got the dream match out the way. Whoop-de-doo. What does that do now? That doesn't really amplify Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is already at the peak of his career. Him beating The Rock does not do anything for him. The Rock losing doesn't do anything for him either. So this helped nobody in the situation. The only benefit to that match is if there's no title on the line. If you put the title on the line, nobody wins, in my opinion.
Good point. It's a
The
really
fans
good
win.
point.
The fans want to see it. The fans will win, but the booking doesn't win. Because now you have Roman Reigns, who is still champion, and you could probably do Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes on the night after WrestleMania on Monday Night Raw if you want to at that point, but I don't know.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. It's the WrestleMania stage. It needs to happen on, the grandest stage of them all, to give them the superlative for
And
it.
I've also been hearing like people saying, "Oh, do Rock versus Roman on night 1 and Cody versus Roman on night 2." Like, you want Cody to have sloppy seconds? A sloppy seconds victory is like, that's so disgraceful. I'm sorry, but if you beat somebody after they already wrestled, like, your win is nullified now. That's not how I want Cody to win a championship.
And also, too, something that a lot of people ignore with the whole night 1, night 2, Roman working 2 matches idea is I don't want to see 2 simultaneous builds to those 2 matches.
Of course not.
Like, can you imagine every single week Roman coming out for a promo with Cody and The Rock and both of them pretending that the other match isn't happening because they're trying to focus
Well, firstly,
on their individual match?
you could just already know, just based off of how the crowd is when it comes to The Rock, that they're not going to give a shit about Cody and Roman Reigns. Like, they're all going to care about The Rock and Roman Reigns and what's going on with them, and then Cody's going to fall to the background in the storyline. That's going to be the fact of the matter. Hold on, Lamb. I think you cut out here. Hey, check your mic. I can't. There we go. Roman versus Roman. Rock versus Roman night 2. Cody versus Roman night 1. Well, The Rock gets sloppy seconds now. Like, so you do Cody Roman night 1. So Cody beats Roman, right? Because that's the only right outcome. And then you do Rock and Roman on night 2, and then Roman beats The Rock after he just wrestled Cody Rhodes. That doesn't make any sense. You can't go from loss to win. Like, I don't think that just makes The Rock look weak because you lost to a man who already lost, who already had a match the night before. I don't know. That doesn't work for me, at least. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I don't think that makes too much sense. It's been done before in wrestling, and every time it's been done, it's just dumb. Like, you really just lost to a guy who lost the previous night. Unless it's a tournament, that kind of makes sense, but it's not a tournament. And it shouldn't be treated as such. Also, we got 5 matches on this card for Fastlane. So these matches tonight are going to be getting some time. This is one of the shortest cards they've had in a long time when I think about it. We're about 20 minutes into this match right here. Been pretty fine. Hey, Liam, check your mic again. We heard you for a split second and then you cut out again.
Did you get me there for? I just messaged you.
Oh shit.
My charger's not charging right now. I gotta grab a bigger one.
Hold on. Well, Liam is going to go adjust his charger. I don't know if it's for his microphone or for his camera, but he's going to go adjust some things. So for now, it shall be just me. Just me, Oos. I'm like Jey Uso. Just me, Oos. I need to go take the battery out of the fire alarm. Wait, Uso splash. Hold on. Referee held the count. Finn Balor definitely had that. Mahmood, $5 super chat. Thank you again. Jimmy might interfere in this match. I could see that. I don't want it, but I can see it. I mean, if you're going to do Jay versus Jimmy at Survivor Series, that makes sense. But if you're trying to hold off until WrestleMania, I don't think this is the time to do it. They're on the same cards. What do I use for my streams? I use Streamlabs OBS.
You got me now?
I got you now.
Amazing. I'll show you what was up. See this little charger block?
Uh-huh.
This thing doesn't do it. Too small for the Big Mac.
Uh-oh. Priest. Chokeslam. Spear! Oh, shit. Spear?
Was that a
I think
reference
he, I
to
think he,
AEW superstar Adam Cole?
Nah. Oh, here comes the rest of the Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley, who also is not on it. Rhea Ripley has not been booked a lot on pay-per-view since she's won the championship.
Rhea has not had a good reign.
Well, I mean, yeah, she's
Like,
the first
what
champion,
name-
and she barely has been featured as the champion.
What's one memorable feud she's had?
I don't know. Jay,
Exactly.
go ahead and
Like,
grab
you
your
can't-
woman. Grab her by the hips and pull her close and never let go. And I will always love you.
Oh man.
No, the Jay and Rhea Ripley memes are just hilarious. I love them.
Oh yeah, I saw your September montage today. your photo dump.
Oh, fuck! God damn!
Free.
Hurt his
That's
knee. I was
punishment
scared for his
Martinez
neck the
right
way he
there.
fell. Holy shit. 1, 2. Is he alright?
Oh wow. Okay.
I was worried for his neck and back the way he fell, but he clutched his knee, so I don't know. I hope he's alright.
That was weird. He didn't like flip over. He like just kind of took a bump.
No,
Back bump after
he
hitting it.
went for a Rana, but I guess he didn't do a complete flip. He just fell. I'm gonna guess he's just selling because I didn't see him fall on his knee really at all. He fell on his back and neck. Yeah. They're giving this tag match some
Yeah.
time.
Cody versus Priest. Two guys that were at All In 2018. People forget.
Hell yeah.
Priest was in the over budget battle royal.
You know, I almost forgot about that, so you brought it up. JD McDonald, McDonald is the biggest goof on the main roster, man. I swear, every time I see him, he's always
I
getting
like
punked out.
JD McDonald.
Ah, shit. Oh, he kicks out. Oh, shit.
Oh man, they're cooking. They're cooking right now.
Chat, the chefs are indeed in the kitchen tonight. How about The Rock versus Roman at Elimination Chamber in Australia?
Nah, man.
That doesn't even sound right.
can't-
If it's not WrestleMania, it's got to be the Rumble. Elimination Chamber does not sound right to me at all. Uh-oh, we're going for the announce table now. This is definitely a shot at Cash Wheeler on AEW, brother. Damn! He whacked the shit out of his leg.
Oh my god.
He buckled that shit in and everything. Oh, Lord. Crossroads and the table don't even break. Oh, wait, hold on. They actually about to win this? Bro, they actually, like, having a whole ass, like, 30-minute, like, match here. But I guess that's what happens when you have, like, a 5-match card. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. Is this it? Is this it?
Oh, here we go. Oh my god.
Bro, this is it. This is it. Priest is done. He's out.
This was,
Bro,
this
just
would
do
be
the one
Cody's first
Crossroads.
title since returning.
Oh, shit. Wait, does he got it? 1, 2. Holy shit. They got it. Let's go.
What?
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso, tag team champions. That was not in my cards tonight.
Can you imagine showing this graphic to someone 3 years ago?
Hell no, man. Hell no, no shot, bro. You mean to tell me Cody Rhodes leaves AEW and then becomes tag team champion with one half of the Usos who's feuding with his brother? Hell no, bro. Whoa! Holy shit. Oh my god.
Wow.
Wow. Yo, he fucked his knee up on that slam, man.
So what we think about cash-in? You commit?
Oh yeah, you know what? You sold me on the idea, so I think I'm buying in the cash in now. Even though Damien's got a bum knee, I don't know. Seth's got a bum back, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's a good point. So you think Seth retains? You think you don't think they give Nakamura a Daniel Bryan quick title reign?
I love Nakamura to death, but nah. They don't see Nakamura on that level. Nakamura had his moment in 2018, and they still didn't give him the title. Nakamura has this thing where he'll be in the world title scene and he'll lose like 3 matches in a row. So no. Tag team. Well, this definitely buys them some time until Royal Rumble with them being tag team champions. Because arguably both men have pretty important feuds going into 2024. So them being tag team champions makes sense. I'll be honest, I didn't see it coming. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso as tag team champions. This is a sight I never thought I'd see.
You know, I think this might be Cody's first WWE tag title reign since he was champions with Drew McIntyre in like 2010.
Well, he was champions with Goldust last in 2013.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Now, unless he won the tag titles with somebody else at Stardust, I'm pretty sure his last tag title reign was with Goldust in 2013. And that's when he beat the Shield.
I think him and Stardust, I mean, he as Stardust was tag champions with Goldust.
Yo, Chet, how we feeling about Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso as tag team champions? I mean, shit. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Was not in my cards at all. Again. But that was a damn good match, man. I enjoyed that a lot. It's not a 5-star classic or nothing, but I think that was a solid like 4.25, 4.5, something like that.
Tag title matches have been fire on premium live events. What was the last show? Payback?
Yeah.
Payback was Judgment Day versus. Was that Judgment Day winning? Yeah, right? Then they beat KO
Payback,
Sammy?
that's when they beat SDKO.
That match was fire. Yeah, that match was fire. Damn, they were only champions for a month. That's crazy, man.
Finn Balor got pinned. Even when he wins, he loses, man. Finn Balor, I swear, is the biggest joke of the group, and it's a shame.
They do Prince Devitt so dirty, man. That dude ran NXT.
Yo, Mahmood with the $10 super chat. Let's go. Yo, we got tag team champion Cody Rhodes coming to NXT now. Hold on. Bruh, they're insane. They're insane. They're bringing fucking Undertaker to NXT. Yo, they literally want to kill AEW, man. That's crazy. I thought the Gong thing was like on Twitter and people were just making trolls and memes and shit, but no, that's a real thing. The Undertaker is going to be on NXT. The Undertaker is going to be on NXT. Like, what? John Cena is also going to, like, what is NXT at this point? We have The Undertaker or John Cena on the show.
NXT is like...
Who is The Undertaker even going to have a face-off with that makes sense? Like, Joe Gacy, maybe?
Oh, you know what I saw? Because NXT is so crazy and, like, nonsensical in the best way possible, Undertaker brings back Von Wagner to life from the dead, and we get Von Wagner in like a weird
Whose Reddit thread have you been reading?
Gimmick. And the reason why I say this, did you watch No Mercy, NXT No Mercy?
I did.
Braun Breaker sat up like Taker.
Don't know if I could buy that, but you know what? At this point, I probably can. They really want to get that
I
Braun
just
Breaker
told
kid
you-
over.
I just told you about possible tag titles losing and Priest cashing in. If I'm right on this, I'm on
I
a
need to
hot
stop
streak.
doubting the journalists here. This guy right here. This is this Sean Ross Crowley right here. I need to get my shit right.
I don't know. I got no insider information. I just see the patterns. I see what comes up.
Yo, my move with the $10 super
Okay,
chat. Wow, JD McDonough after helping Judgment Day winning the titles. And yes, Cody Rhodes won the tag titles with Goldust as Stardust. Okay, he won it as Stardust too. Also, hats off to Cole for Bullet Club. Adam Cole for Bullet Club. Hold on, I saw someone else say Bullet Club. What are we talking about? What's going on with the Bullet Club right now? Am I missing something?
Oh, because Bullet Club. Well, no. A bunch of masked people attacked Jay White on Dynamite last week. And it hasn't been revealed who it was yet, but the leader of the masked people was wearing MJF's devil mask. And it's clear, like, that's not going to be MJF under the mask. They're going to reveal it to be someone. And some people think it might be Adam Cole. Some people think it might be Britt Baker. But they attacked Bullet Club Gold. So I don't think Adam Cole would be leading that group and then join Bullet Club Gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be an odd one. Sebastian Wilson, what's up? Bad, but yeah, I'm about to change my. Matter of fact, Liam, take over for a second while I go take this battery out of my fire alarm because it's getting on my damn nerves. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, I got you.
Give me like 1 minute. Let me take this thing out.
So this next match, we got LWO versus Bobby and the Profits. And word is that mystery partner of the LWO is going to be Carlito, which is a long time coming because apparently Carlito has been signed to WWE officially since his Backlash appearance. He appeared at Backlash in Puerto Rico, and then he apparently signed with WWE in like June. And they've been waiting to debut him and waiting. He was supposed to show up at that Madison Square Garden episode of SmackDown, but that Bloodline segment, I think it was, the tribal court for Roman Reigns. That segment ran long, which canceled his return plans. That show also had Edge versus Grayson Waller on it. So anyways, long story short, Carlito is likely going to be the mystery partner here for the LWO, which makes a lot of storyline sense because he technically is already in the LWO as like an honorary member. So excited for that. And also too, Jade Cargill was shown during the pre-show of arriving in a car, and then she gets out of the car, she shakes hands with Triple H. Some people saying, I know everyone thinks it's going to be Bianca to fill the female role of the Bobby and the Profits faction because she's married to Montez Ford, but Jade Cargill was dressed to the nines when she got out of that car. Maybe she's the one who links up with Bobby and the Profits, takes out the Zelina Vega factor. So even though this feels like a six-man tag match that's just on weekly TV, it doesn't feel like a premium live event match. I think there's a lot of big picture implications here with Carlito and Jade Cargill. So who knows?
This guy Liam is a natural. He's a natural.
I'd be doing this suplex.
I wonder why. I wonder why you're such a natural on the mic, man. The voice of comic book online, right? Even though I've been seeing him review a single comic book online, but he is the voice of comic book online.
You know what's funny too is like the brand started. The comic book's been around for far longer than I was there. And I only started in 2022 with them after I graduated college. But when it started, it was just comic books. And then naturally, as the industry goes, comic book movies are coming out. So we start covering comic book movies in the early 2010s. And then next thing you know, if what's an example I use? If Scarlett Johansson is in a movie like, what did I interview her for recently? Asteroid City. Even though Asteroid City has nothing to do with comic books, the people behind Asteroid City want a comic book outlet to talk to her because of her ties to Black Widow and Marvel and all that. So even though comicbook.com, the foundation is comic books, every aspect of entertainment comes back to graphic novels and superheroes and stuff like that. Even wrestling, like there's so much comic book stuff in wrestling, just with the way storylines go and how AEW, the Forbidden Door, is literally like the Marvel multiverse. So yeah, there's I haven't reviewed any comic books, but hopefully soon. I got plenty. I'm a huge fan. I got my Captain America. I got my Moon Knight. Who's your favorite character, Sooplex?
My favorite comic book character?
Yeah.
I know it's very easy, but Batman.
Batman. I got some Batman. I got you. We got Court of Owls right here.
Okay.
We got Long Halloween.
Oh
the
shit.
best one.
Do you have the Killing Joke?
Black Mirror. I don't have Killing Joke.
Oh wait, hold on. I don't think I have the Killing Joke per se, but give me a second.
Bobby's got a great theme. Big fan of the and he goes, where does he go? Dun, dun, dun.
I had to have a few things comic book. I'm not a big comic book guy. I don't really even read them. But to show off my set, we got The Perfect Book. Don't ask me who this is from or what it is. My manager gave this to me. He's a huge comic book guy. His basement is fucking phenomenal. It's filled with comic books and movie stuff. And I need to post it to Instagram one time because it's fucking amazing. His basement is. But beyond that point, to show you off the Batman thing I have Batman Arkham Asylum, the 25th edition. This book is gruesome. It's nasty. It's everything fucking Joker that's awesome about him. I highly recommend you buy this if you're a big Batman fan. For Christmas a couple of years ago, my mom got me this. She got me The Amazing and Fantastic Incredible Stan Lee, a memoir of his finest Marvel comic book stuff, which is pretty cool. And lastly, I have the giant Walking Dead compendium. This is the third one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking big ass book, but I was and still am a huge Walking Dead fan. I did not watch the last 2 seasons because I was very much over the entire thing. But way back in the day, I was a humongous mark for The Walking Dead. So I had everything, comics, everything, shows. I watched it all up until season 9. So yeah, that's my comic book collection. Not very grand, but that's it.
No, those are still some fire books. Did you watch any of the spin-off shows?
The Walking Dead spin-off shows?
Yeah.
No.
I watched Dead City.
Wait,
which
let me
was
not
the
say that.
Maggie
Let me not say
Meaton
that.
one.
I did watch the first season of Fear the Walking Dead when that came out. And then I also watched like the first episode of Dead City, but like that's really it.
Okay, here we go. I think we got Carlito right here.
I think we got Carlito too.
Well, it looks like Mysterio and Escobar are going to have to go this alone in a
What if Bobby Lashley turns on them and joins the LWO because he's like, what is he, like Dominican or something?
calls. It's going to be a long night. You cannot stop the inevitable.
Wait, they're starting the match?
They started a match 2-on-1. Interesting turn of events. I don't doubt that Carlito is still coming out, but I don't know why they're going this route with it.
Interesting.
A very interesting.
like-
Bad Bunny?
like
No,
that they're
Bad Bunny's
keeping-
not showing up on Fastlane of all things.
I like that they're keeping what's it called, Bobby and the Profits, because they worried me last week when Lashley was on the Waller effect.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm dropping them. No, this faction is money. You got to keep these guys together.
Hell yeah.
With all due respect to the Hurt Business, with all due respect, this is a much more charismatic version of the Hurt Business.
Oh, hell yeah.
Profits, Solo, Cedric, and Shelton. So easy. I love MVP though. I think MVP would be fun as a manager here.
That's what I was about to say. I would like to see MVP come back or return as a manager for them.
But he's still with Omos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Omos supremacy.
So how are you feeling about the Street Profits and their heel run?
They have a lot more to prove. I like the change in attitude. I think Montez, damn,
That was a nice hurricanrana. That was beautiful.
Santos got some height there.
And so did Montez.
Montez, his like energy, his charisma works really well as a heel. Dawkins will forever. I always need convincing with Angelo Dawkins. I'm sorry. He's the Genetti of the Prophets. Like I know he gets a lot of crap for that on social. But he's improved a lot in the last year. But and as I say that was a pretty sweet sequence right there.
Has he gotten smaller? He looks
I think
smaller.
so. I think he's slimmed down a little bit, but kind of like in a Gunther transition of like he's not skinnier. He's just more like defined.
Kind
But-
of. He definitely looks smaller. Though. I remember him being a lot bigger at WrestleMania. He looks. Chad, do y'all think he looks small? He looks smaller to me. I know it's been a minute since I've seen him because I don't watch Raw every week. Actually, I barely watch Raw at all. But Chavo retired. When did that happen?
Chavo Guerrero? Had he been wrestling?
I mean, Chavo, didn't he retire already?
I thought so. He's been quietly kind of done.
Yeah.
He
I mean, he's
worked
been
a
out of
lot.
the game for a minute, so.
He works a lot as a trainer for wrestling TV shows. He like trained all the actors for Young Rock
Yeah.
who like didn't know how to wrestle. And then he's going to be in the Iron Claw, the Von Erichs movie that's coming out in December.
So what's the dirt you got on the Iron Claw for me, bro?
What I know is that they are doing promotion for it regardless of strikes because
Fuck yeah.
A24 is an independent studio, so they don't have to abide by strike rules.
Exactly.
great
I can't wait. That means
because-
I get to cover it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about the Von Erich story because I don't want to. I want to go in surprised. I know it's tragic. That's the most I know. And MJF is going to be Lance Von Erich in it, which is sick. Feature film debut. And Ryan Nemeth also has a role too.
Exactly. And someone else from wrestling has a cameo in it as well. I think it's either someone else from AEW or another person. Or he might have just said Chavo. That might be the third person.
I think Chavo is the third person. But yeah, it's gonna be fire. I'm very excited. I love whenever wrestling hits mainstream entertainment, which it's kind of funny because nowadays it really is. It's
I think the last wrestling movie that went mainstream was The Wrestler, right? With Mickey Rourke back in like 2009.
Probably. I can't think of another one.
I can't think of one either. And I know there was talks about
Fighting with My Family. The Page
right,
movie.
yeah. And well, recently I know there were talks with Bad Bunny to be El Diablo for the Marvel movie, and that got dropped. So,
Yeah, that was never gonna happen.
and I didn't think it was either. But one man can dream, one man can hope.
You got a super chat in here that says, "Can we ban the stalling suplex?"
Mahmood with the $5, man. He's been showing love all night. Mahmood, you're the best, man. I love you. Can we ban the stalling suplex? It's getting boring. Okay, here's the thing. So the stalling suplex is a very much overused move for super heavyweights. So I get where you're coming from, but I wouldn't ban it completely.
See, I read that completely wrong. I thought he was talking to you.
Oh,
Suplex,
no, that would have been too
saying
O's if he
that
was talking to
we
me.
were stalling. And I was like, I feel like we've been talking this whole time.
No. Well, firstly, if it was me, there'd be two O's, not a you. And if it was me, I'd have been like, all right, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean we've been stalling? But NX Kami with the £1 super chat. A big shout out to Nankami in the chat. I want to say that's the Euro pound, right?
I believe so.
So I don't know exactly what part of Europe that's coming from, but big shout out to you, bro, from watching overseas. I appreciate you. Did you hear that the Rey Mysterio killed a guy in the ring doing a 619? Yes, in 2015. I wouldn't say he killed because that would mean there was like intent behind it. But yes, he was performing a 619. The guy's name was Pero Iguayo. He was performing a 619, and Pero, he fell weird and his neck hit the rope and it snapped. I saw the clip. It was in 2015, Yes, I know. I don't think the family filed any charges, and Rey Mysterio wasn't acquitted or anything. So, yeah, that's really the story on it. I'm surprised there's been no documentary or nothing on it.
What's funny, I not to make light of it, but something me and my friends will always talk about is what wrestling moves like don't look like they hurt. Like there are some moves that I'm just like that should not be a finisher. Why does that hurt? And one of my friends thinks that the 619 looks ridiculous and that it wouldn't actually hurt and wouldn't finish a match. And I would always go, well, technically, it's one of the deadliest moves in WWE history.
Someone actually died.
Because, so,
Not laughing at Perry Aguirre, but it's like the idea that, oh shit, someone actually ripped being having that 619 executed on them. And I don't want to pin blame on whoever's fault it is in that situation, but yeah, it is a very tragic story. And like I said, I'm surprised there's never been a documentary or a short film or much coverage on it. I think it's people have a lot of respect for Ray, so they don't like touch upon it a lot. But yeah,
it was clearly like something he was put through. Like I remember he didn't do interviews for like months after that, and I think he might have taken a break too from wrestling.
Oh yeah, man, it took a toll on him. It would take a toll on anybody. Like a freak accident. Could imagine like doing a move that accidentally like, took someone's life. I don't know, man. Ray is better than me. I would have probably retired or some shit from the trauma. Because Ray is still performing that move, and obviously, that was a 1 in a million chance of that happening, and it may never happen again. But just the thought of it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's got to make you double think every time you hit that move. And also too, I think that the 619 was like the nail in the coffin, but I'm pretty sure his opponent got significantly hurt earlier in the match. Like he might have had a concussion or a neck injury or something, but the 619 was what took him out, but like he was hurt beforehand.
Mahmood, hold on. What if Ricochet comes back? No, it's Carlito!
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Wait, what?
This is a different theme.
Why did they change his theme song? I ain't gonna hold you. That kind of ruined the return for me, bro. How do you change Carlito's iconic theme song?
He has the mic drop too. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Bro, that's an iconic theme song. Like, why do you get rid of it? I mean, yeah, fucking Carlito's back, but that pissed me off, man. I should have been super happy when he came out, man.
God, he's in such great shape.
He is, man. He's fucking ripped and big as shit. I had to go back in time when he first returned. I was like, was this motherfucker always that tall? Because he's like 6'3" or 6'2". And then I went back to watch some feuds he had in like 2000. I'm like, oh shit, no, he was just tall. I mean, yeah, the hair plays a role, but no, he's like 6'1" or 6'2" or something. Like, he's backstabber and he gets the win.
Oh, okay.
No, Carlito's a fucking tall motherfucker. Yeah. Now my thing is, are we going to see Carlito on TV more often, or is he going to go right back to like just?
Oh, I was saying
being on call because it seems like Carlito's just on call right now.
While you were fixing the alarm, I was saying this. Carlito's been signed. He's been on WWE contract for like a couple months now. They just were waiting for the right moment to bring him back full time. This is a full-time return. He will be a member of the LWO going forward.
Holy shit, let's go. I'll wait to see if he's actually going to be on TV like that for real, though.
Yeah, we'll find out for sure next week, but I fully expect that this is the start of a full-time return.
I can't get over they changed Carlito's theme song. What an unnecessary move to do. The match was trash, to be honest. I don't think the match was trash. It didn't inspire me or anything. I didn't think it was a great match, but yo, the Pizza Hut plug is real, man. WWE is just one big ad nowadays. I feel like WrestleMania 39. I feel like was one big ass ad.
I know, right? What was it? The Turbo Tax during
the main event. Cinnamon Toast Crunch during the Mysterio match. Bro, it was ridiculous. They had commercials, dead ass commercials before it. I was heated, bro. Why does the pizza look like it's fake? Like, it looks like the display pizza they would have in cases at restaurants.
That's because they try extra hard on the advertised food.
That is very true. It's jaw-dropping. Heart-stopping. Always breaking records. Apparently, Roman Reigns. Apparently, Roman Reigns is coming back for the next Saudi Arabia show.
Oh yeah, I think it's. Some people are saying Cena. I doubt it. I think Cena's gone before Crown Jewel. I think it's Styles. I think it'll be Roman Styles at Crown Jewel, which is great. They had great matches back in 2016.
I would rather it be Styles than Cena. We don't see Cena and him 3 different times, and none of their matches are good. I'm good. I'll pass. Let me not say that. Their first match was good. But the 2 matches after that it's just like, no. They just don't do it for me. Oh, shit. Now we're showing the kickoff again. I wonder if Jade's going to make her debut on the show. I want to hear that theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Storm is coming.
Apparently they got...
Bro, I was taken aback by her outfit. I'm like, yo, they let her... That's very revealing. I was shocked they let her wear that.
Yeah, she gets away with whatever she wants. She's a superstar.
Bro, like she's in a straight up China outfit, bro. Like this is some shit China would have wore back in the 90s. I would say she's like Black China, but that's an actual person, so I can't really say that. Oh shit, speaking of it, we got a women's match up next. Oh man, Liam, do you think we're getting 15-time champion Charlotte Flair tonight? I mean, it is her second triple threat match for the women's championship this fucking year.
I saw your prediction video. I really hope not. Io Sky needs to have a lengthy title reign to establish that the women's Money in the Bank contract is not a joke.
I know better than a bet against Flair.
I would never put money on Charlotte not winning this. However, Io really needs to win. She should hold that title till Mania.
I agree. Mahmood, with the $5 super chat. Mahmood, I want to get your thoughts on this. Who do you think is going to win? He says, this may be crazy to say, but what if Roman comes back in Fastlane and spears Jimmy Uso after the Bloodline loses? And spears Jimmy Uso? I mean, are we doing Roman Reigns versus Jimmy Uso at some point? That would be my question, because Jimmy Uso is a heel. So that'd be kind of an odd thing to do. I'm not opposed to it, but the how would be the question. Also, when is Survivor Series? Is that mid-November, or is that... I think Survivor Series is the week after Crown Jewel, isn't it?
No, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving. It's all... I don't know if it's a Saturday or a Sunday, but it's always the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Okay, I thought it was... No, Crown Jewel is the weekend, is the first weekend of November. November 25th, okay. All right. So there's like a good 2-month gap between Survivor Series and the Royal Rumble. Could they do Jimmy and Roman at the Royal Rumble? Yes, they could. In theory, they could also do it a fatal four. God damn, Bailey. They could also do a fatal 4-way. In theory, there could be a CM Punk return and that be the main event as Roman. There could be a lot of things going on at the Royal Rumble. I don't think we're going to get a good vision of that until after Survivor Series, though. I don't think Roman Reigns is going to be in a Survivor Series match. I don't get that sense at all.
I don't even know if Roman's going to be at Survivor
Why?
Series.
My thing is, why would you not have your champion at Survivor Series? Like, that's your big 5 pay-per-view. If you're going to be at WrestleMania and the Rumble and Money in the Bank and SummerSlam, you might as well do Survivor Series too. If you don't, then I don't know, man. But would it shock me if Roman Reigns was not at Survivor? It wouldn't, honestly, because he's an absentee champion. I would argue that his reign right now is like basically Brock Lesnar 2014, if not bordering worse than that, with the amount of time he's appearing on TV. When was the last time we seen him on TV?
The SmackDown after SummerSlam.
Bro, that was...
It's been over 2 months now.
Wow, like that's ridiculous. As for my thoughts, Io has to win. You can't have Io lose her title after winning it 2 months ago. I agree, but I don't know if I could bet against Charlotte, man. It's hard. It's a hard one. We need the 30-day rule back. Not that Brock Lesnar ever followed that rule to begin with, but I agree.
I think 60 days is fine. Once every 2 months.
Yeah. I can give it that, but that rule never applied to Brock Lesnar.
Oh, never.
So it didn't really matter. It's like this, and it's like the rule will apply to everybody but Roman Reigns, if that's the case. You know what I mean?
That's true. But Roman should at least make appearances, man.
I know he hasn't appeared at all. That's the crazy part. Not a like The Rock over what did The Rock used to do over satellite via satellite? None of that shit. Nothing. Yeah. Speaking of the devil, and she shall appear. Speaking of Flair, she shall appear. Bro, no.
What was that? Is that a new thing?
What, the intro? Nah, it's not new. Yeah. You know, it never ceases to amaze me how many, like, the plethora of outfits and jackets she has in her wardrobe. Like, I feel like every month we manage to see her in a different, like, jacket than we've seen her in years past, which is crazy because she's been with the company for, like, 10 years now. And she's only been doing the whole, like, extravagant Ric Flair jacket thing for, like, 7. And all of them are different. It's incredible.
Yeah, she's got a legit wardrobe out here.
Exactly.
She will eventually. They'll give her 17 world titles. She will pass.
I think she's gonna pass it. I think she's gonna pass it by WrestleMania next year. I think WrestleMania might be where she actually hits 17, or she at least hit 16 at WrestleMania next year.
It's also impressive her career because women wrestlers have shorter careers. Like that's just a fact. She's been going at this speed since, geez, what, 2013,
2013. She's been doing it for 10 years.
She's had a longer full-time career than The Rock. Like, that's like, The Rock was only active, I think, for 6 years, was like his full-time run.
Exactly. A lot of people don't realize how short The Rock's run was.
Yeah, because he skyrocketed.
It's crazy to think that 6-year run, but he's still considered the GOAT. Yeah, Asuka! It's my baby. It's my day one right there. Hey, your destiny's written all over the sky. Ageless wonder this woman is. She's been in the company for 8 years now, going on 9.
Yeah,
and
she is.
What, it shocks me to this day, man. To this very day, because for as much as we like to talk about, at least in years past, about how WWE treats people that are not like, you know, of the non-melanated skin complexion or the non-colored skin complexion, for like a Japanese wrestler, and I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but for like Japanese wrestlers, she's been treated, I think, the best like of any in WWE's history.
Absolutely. And it's also, too, something that happens with just foreign wrestlers all the time is that your gimmick becomes your heritage.
More or less, yeah.
So, like Sheamus, Drew McIntyre used to come out in a kilt. And for the longest time, Japanese wrestlers were treated as their gimmick was that they're Japanese. Asuka's gimmick is like I don't even know how to describe it. Like this kind of like
Oh, I forgot what the word was, but it's like a Japanese female warrior. There was a term for it. I can't remember what it is. I literally can picture it.
Kabuki Warrior? Is that what it is?
Yeah, she's a Kabuki warrior.
Because that would make sense that was the name of the tag team with what's her name?
Yeah, she's a Kabuki warrior.
With Kairi Sane. So yeah, it's cool that like they have gimmicks. They're not their heritage is not what speaks first, which is always how it should be.
Exactly. We have Io Sky, another female wrestler, a Japanese wrestler who I was shocked by. They've been treating her well ever since she came in.
And another thing, I'm pretty sure this is public knowledge. Kairi Sane has signed with WWE. She's gonna be coming back at some point soon. And the reason why she was confident in making the WWE return was because of Io Sky's booking. She was like, okay, they're treating Io with respect. I have confidence that they would do the same for me.
Yeah, which is crazy because, she went to Stardom for a good bit, and now she's going back to the E. And, here's the thing. I don't think they will ever see Kairi on the way they see Io or Asuka. I think she will always, in their eyes, be a league under them, but I think she has a better opportunity now than she did 4 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. And also, don't sleep on Kairi Sane. Beyond Stardom, she was the first ever IWGP Women's Champion. That title was introduced and she won that. Like, sure, Mercedes Moné beating her kind of like took that shine away, but she will forever go down as the first ever IWGP Women's Champion.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I love the
Let's go, Asuka.
I know she's had this face paint since January, but still, it's so much better than the previous stuff.
Hell yeah.
And their opponent, representing
Damage control.
the WWE Women's Champion.
Let's go.
Woo! Let's go, Rio. Let's go, everybody Japanese in this match. Let's go. I'm rooting for everybody Japanese in this match. Watch Charlotte Flair's like, well, I'm 1% Japanese, so she wins the fucking match anyway. Her great-great-great-great-great-grandmother is a Japanese descendant all of a sudden. This is the most multicultural match in WWE history.
Sooplex, do you remember where you were when Io Sky cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase?
Yes. I was standing right next to Alex Coleman. He was... Oh, shit, it's missed already?
Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, she ain't wasting no time.
Oh, I got a story for the stream. You ready for this one?
All right.
After SummerSlam, we were trying to link up for the longest time, and just Detroit's such a big city, we never ending up in the same area. But I went to the hotel bar that the SummerSlam like unofficial after party was at.
Yeah.
And Charlotte was there, and she showed up with still green mist in her hair. I was like, this is wild right now. Like, way to sell the mist and all that. But I don't even know if that was intentional, because I think that she just probably didn't have time to shower and get it out.
Yeah, she just kind of rushed her. Yeah, no, Charlotte was there. Drew was there. Ilya, like all of Imperium. Yeah, no, it was pretty tough. What time did you get there? Because I got there like at 2, 3 a.m. I got there really, really late.
Yeah, no, I left around 1:32-ish, just because I had a flight the next morning, and I was like, I gotta get my sleep at least a little bit. But it was a crazy atmosphere. I remember very early on, the kids table, which they're all older than us, but like you had Dom, you had Austin Theory, JD McDonough. They were all sitting at a table together. Yeah, it was a cool atmosphere. I talked with me and Mike Rome are like decent friends, and we talk comics and comic book movies all the time. And then Matt Riddle, chatted with him for a bit, because we go back a little bit, and yeah, that was an experience. And unfortunately, no longer with the company, but that's my boy. I'm rooting for him.
Oh yeah, you did media for a SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was a great time.
Was that your what was that for you for like your SummerSlam media? Was that like your first time, second time?
That was my first time doing that amount of wrestling media in person. I've done a ton of stuff virtually, with Zoom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I did the Survivor Series press conference because that was in Boston last year. But that was my first time having like one-on-one interviews beforehand because they really only do those for the Rumble, SummerSlam, and Mania. And then they did them for Money in the Bank this year just because it was an international show. But SummerSlam was a dream, man. That was so much fun. I wish the show was a little better, but like I only have fond memories of that weekend in Detroit just because like everything was happening. It was a great time.
Exactly. I mean, I don't have fond memories of the city itself. The city was ghetto as hell, but like everything surrounding SummerSlam was pretty tight though.
Bro, when I was walking back to my hotel and I saw a bullet hole in one of the storefront windows, I was like, I am not in Massachusetts anymore.
Oh, Lord. I couldn't imagine, man, you being in that climate. I mean, listen, I'm from Philadelphia, so at least Philly code is that people mind their business in Philly. I mean, I'm wearing a fucking Detroit hat, but in Philly, people mind their business, especially when it's late at night. If you walk up on somebody late at night, you might catch a bullet hole if they don't know who you are. In Detroit, motherfuckers will just walk up on you. Hey, man, I need da-da-da-da-da. Hey, man, do you know? They just walked up on you. It was midnight. It was me and a couple friends. And one of my friends was a girl. And we were walking, and a dude started walking. I had to literally pull her to my side. Like, yo, pretend like we together or whatnot. Like, bro, they were bold. I swear to God, if I did not remember where I was, I probably would have gotten into a fight and maybe I've gotten like mugged or some shit. Because I was like, yo, why are niggas up? I'm sorry. Why are people walking up on me? I'm so sorry. I mean, it's my channel, but like I ain't trying. Why are people walking up on me at 12:30 in the morning, bro? Like y'all are asking for a fucking problem right now. Like, bro, Philly people don't do this. They don't do this. So I was struck and I was shocked when I saw how bold Detroit niggas were. Like, I'll be honest. I didn't think they were gonna be that bold, but they were. So I don't know, Liam. I mean, where did you grow up when you were younger?
I grew up in Braintree, Massachusetts, which is a little bit south of Boston, like 10 minutes south. And I'll call a spade, Sooplex. I lived in a bubble. I did not know like the ghetto or stuff like that. Like I lived in a very kind of like safe suburban town. I went to school in Syracuse, New York, which was kind of like my first exposure to my car getting broken into and having to walk home with friends and stuff like that because I lived off campus my last couple of years. So that was different. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty well traveled at this point. So like I know what different cities are like. Funniest thing, I'll tell you another story. I've been to Philadelphia once. I went to Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor in September 2021. It was my first wrestling show after the pandemic. Well, the pandemic was still going on, but like crowds were allowed again. And I go back to my car. I had driven from Syracuse to Philadelphia, 4-hour drive, in one sitting.
Oh,
and my
shit.
plan was to watch the show, then drive straight back to Syracuse. I get in my car. I start the car. I don't turn on the ignition yet, and I'm updating stuff on my socials. I wait too long. I waited 30 minutes, and my car broke down. The car battery died, and now here I am with 30% battery left, right outside the 2300 arena, in downtown Philadelphia, at 1 a.m. with a broken down car. I couldn't even lock my car because the battery wasn't working. And I am sweating bullets. I'm like, I'm not familiar with this town. I've heard some bad things. Oh God. AAA eventually came at like 2:30. So I stretched out 30% of battery until 2:30. And then I drove straight back from Philadelphia to Syracuse after my car had been jumped. I think I chugged like 2 Red Bulls at like 3 a.m. And I made it back in one piece, thankfully. But yeah, if you're wondering how I got to where I'm at today, it's because when I was in college and when I was, grinding to build up my resume, That's what I would do. I would put it all on the line in order to make a name for myself. And it's paid off, but also, too, I do not miss those days. Those days were chaotic.
I'm just hearing you like talk about Philadelphia like you were partly scared for your life. I'm like, bro, you weren't even in the worst part of it. You were in South Philly. Like, I'm not trying to say South Philly was sunshine and rainbows, but like you were okay.
Okay, that's good to know.
You were okay. Now, if you would have walked a few blocks down the street, I don't know how good your odds would have been, but you were definitely okay in the area you were in.
Someone in the chat just said, dumbass 2 a.m. You're right. You're right. I was dumb as hell.
Downtown Detroit is very dangerous. Listen, downtown Detroit, like I said, of all the wrestling shows I've been to, Detroit, and I wear the hat as I'm speaking this, Detroit was the most ghetto city I've been to for a wrestling show, man. I was like, if there's ever a wrestling show in this city, I don't think I'm ever coming back. Like, I was like, or at least if I do, I was in downtown Detroit. Like, bro, I stayed in a downtown Detroit hotel. I was 30-minute walk away from Ford Field. And imagine, it was still ratchet. Like, bro, never. And listen, I think a lot of people are going to be in for a rude awakening next year because WrestleMania has been held in a lot of predominantly white areas. I mean, not so much Inglewood, but Los Angeles as a whole. It's been held in, what was it before that? Dallas, Texas. It's been held in pretty good areas, but Lincoln Financial Field is like you were a few blocks away from like, pew, pew, pew. Like, bro, people are in for a rude awakening come next year. I'm about to start doing this series, like recommending people where are the best places to stay in Philadelphia so you don't stay in the wrong part. Like, y'all, you stay here, you stay here, you stay. Do not stay here. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Like, I'm a Delaware County boy. I know all the best places in Delaware County to stay. That's right on I-95. You hop on that, you 20 minutes away from Lincoln Financial and the Wells Fargo Center. They're right next to each other. Like, there's places to stay. There's good places to stay. So I'm very excited for that series. WrestleTravel, left hand side. I'll be posting videos for that too. Really excited about that. We're gonna be starting that up next month. I wanted to start up this month, but I'm like, it's not perfect just yet. It's not perfect. There's some things I want to add, some additions I want to make, and then we can start it up now. So I'm really excited for that.
Are you going to Survivor Series?
I'm debating between Survivor Series and Full Gear because I don't think I'm doing both. I'm definitely doing one of them. I'm debating on which one it's gonna be.
I mean, I love AEW. I feel like AEW is my promotion because I've literally seen every show. However, if Phil is in town,
yeah, I don't know. I feel like them ticket prices about to go up all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, no, they will be. That's why you gotta launch WrestleTravel early so you can get some of that Patreon money.
Hell yeah. Wait. Actually, is that at the United Center? Where's
Oh no, Allstate Arena.
Allstate, okay.
It's weird that WWE doesn't run the United Center. They definitely have the momentum to fill that building.
They do, but I think they realize AEW has that locked. Because AEW runs the Win Trust and they run United. I don't think they run the Allstate. The Allstate is locked in for WWE, so I don't think WWE touches the United Center.
Maybe AEW low-key might have a contract with them because like WWE used to have a deal with Madison Square Garden that no other wrestling promotions could run MSG. And then that changed. I think that changed
2019.
The G1 Supercard. And then AAA also ran a show at MSG.
They ran it at the Hulu Theater, though. It wasn't directly in Madison Square Garden, but
okay.
it was technically in Madison Square Garden, but not in the garden portion of the arena. It was in the Hulu Theater. So it's like, kind of, sort of, not really. But yeah, no, the MSG show, I was there for G1 Supercard, man. It was a time to be alive. Damn.
You were at that show?
I was.
That was a hell of a show.
That was show number 24 for me, I believe.
Damn. I don't know how many I'm at, but I'm definitely below 20.
Listen, I'm at 62 right now, man. We're about 30. We're about 38 away from 100. By the end of the year, I should be at 65.
What was your first show? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was the Wait, what is going on here? Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Did she go for AA? Oh shit, I'm buffering at the last second. What are you doing? What are you doing, Charlotte? Wait, oh shit, what's going on? What is this? Hold on. Hold on. Oh! Oh, that was dope. Asuka, hurry up, pin her. Yes, you're smart. Ah, damn. That's a pretty dope spot, though. I don't think I've seen... I mean, we've seen Tower of Doom spots before, but not from a Samoan drop angle that Charlotte did. That was pretty unique. But to answer your question, Liam, my very first show was the 2008 Raw Slammy Awards. My mom bought tickets to that show. She didn't want to go, so she basically gave it to my dad. So me and my dad went to that show. And I didn't go to my second wrestling show for another 8 years, because then in 2015, I went to a SummerSlam Heatwave tour. And then 2 years after that, I went to an NXT live event, and then the rest is history. I've been going to wrestling shows ever since 2017.
Dang.
God damn.
You said Slammy Awards. What year was that?
2008.
Dang. Okay. Who was that?
That was the year
Batista?
Jeff Hardy won.
Was that Batista spoofing Kanye? I'm gonna let you finish.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
He did that, and I believe Jeff Hardy won that year.
Okay. I miss the Slammies. They should bring those back.
That also, I think, was the Slammy where Shawn Michaels said, Undertaker, I can beat you. I don't know if that was that year or the year after. I think it was the year after.
Yeah, it was the year after because...
No, I would have definitely remembered if it was that year. That's the year after.
Slammies are always in, like, December, I want to say.
Yeah.
And that... He set that up.
That was set up for WrestleMania 26, so that would have been 2009 when he said that. Yeah, it would have been 09. So it wasn't that year. Oh, shit. Y'all got double submissions left? All right, so now if Charlotte taps out, now who wins?
Oh.
All right, now if Charlotte taps, who's going to get the win here? I don't know why wrestlers do this, man. I don't know why wrestlers do this. Y'all do realize that if she taps out, there's no conclusive winner now, right? Wait, Asuka, she's smart. Hey, wait, oh, shit. On. Why'd you stop? EO with that uppercut. Well, women are cooking here tonight. Ooh, Shatter Machine. Kind of, sort of. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh. No. You know what, man? We were at SummerSlam. This match so far is way better than the triple threat at SummerSlam. It was weird. That SummerSlam triple threat, it's like they had odd chemistry with each other, where it's like they were doing some cool sequences, but it was just odd timing. And then Bianca had that fake out spot. Oh shit, here's Balor.
Oh, here we go.
Bailey, better not. Bailey, better not.
Uh-oh.
Bailey,
like
better
this.
not. I don't like the positioning of the camera here. Wait, Asuka. Coat breaker, kind of.
I thought the referee just counted 4 times there.
Bailey, what are you doing? I'm not liking this. Hey, where's Dakota at?
I think she's been hurt. Her televised appearances have been limited for that reason.
This is indeed awesome.
Hypothetically, if Asuka wins, then the NXT match for her against Roxanne Perez could be a women's title match.
It could be. Wait, Charlotte, no, Asuka, you better hold on. You better hold on, Asuka. She done tapped out to Charlotte too many times in the past. Come on, you should have built a callus to this goddamn move by now. Yes, see what I mean? Oh, wait, she's still in it. Ref, turn around. Come on. 1, 2. Woo! Io Sky retains. I'm so happy to be wrong, man. ECW 2022. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Opinions on Pillman's NXT promo package. You mean the one that's been airing like for 3 weeks straight of the same thing? I mean, it's fine, but them not showing his face, I feel like isn't really doing anything. Like we're getting snippets that this person that's coming is a wrestling fan. The only thing I'm gaining from these promos is that the guy who's coming is a mark. That's all I'm gaining from this. He's a mark. All he does is watch wrestling tapes. That's all I gain from this promo package. I mean, I'm excited, but the promo package is yet to really excite me, if I do say so myself. What about you, Liam?
Yeah, I mean, Pillman's going to be better in WWE than he was in AEW. He's going to get just more opportunities, and they're going to tap into his lineage more because they have the footage too. But yeah, they're not.
Hey, that's my guy in the camera with the blue suit. He's got the BRCW sign. Oh yeah, Mark Lone's right next to him. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Boca Raton Championship Wrestler. Those are my guys, man. I've been to a couple of their shows. Well, they flown me out for a couple of their shows. I've done work with them. They're cool people. They have a show coming up next month. I can't wait to go to that show. I had to check and see. I think it's November the 3rd. So I gotta start prepping to go to Boca Raton again. Hello, mate. How are you doing? How you doing, man? Devin and Javier vlogs too. I still can't believe Jay and Cody Rhodes are tag team champions. Like, what?
It is pretty wild.
Can you do a Mexican accent? I cannot. I also feel like if I did, it'd be kind of racist.
I speak a little Spanish, but I don't have an accent.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, bien. ¿Tú bel como?
¿Te gusta lucha libre?
Bien, bien. ¿Tú bel como?
See, I don't even know what you said.
Nah, see, that's French. That's French. But nah, ¿tú bel como means what is your name? I know a little bit of French. My Spanish is very hazy. I haven't talked with my Spanish instructor in a minute. God damn, who's speeding down that way?
Yes. Yo, Slim Jim. Okay.
Yo, in the whip. Watches Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns in a Slim Jim whip. Oh shit, it's LA Knight. Yo, bro was going crazy. He was about to run the cameraman down. God damn.
That was fire. Oh, that match is next, right? This shit was flying by.
Well, I mean, it's only 5 matches.
Yeah, but still.
They're stretching those matches out. The matches are getting time. I kind of low-key appreciate that. AEW! 14 fucking matches on a goddamn card. Pissing me off.
It's ridiculous, man. Because here's the problem, Sooplex. When every match is a banger, no match is a banger. AEW gives every single match 25 minutes to cook, and then I start hating these matches that are great work rate matches, but I'm like, man, we need a change of pace. We need a squash match. We need a comedy match.
Bro, there's no reason why we had Christian Cage and Darby Allin in the main event, yet the co-main event and the match prior were both 20 minutes long. You had 2 20-minute matches leading into the main event. That's how, like, why would you exhaust the crowd like that? I'll never understand it.
It doesn't make any sense. I'm glad that that match main evented for the Edge moment, but yeah, the match order, you need to have your, you need to have your piss break matches. Like, those matches are integral to the flow of a show.
Usually Tony Khan is really good at scheduling a good match to go on before the main event, but 2 20-minute matches was crazy. And then on top of that, a lot of it is just the time management. Like, why are we having a 5-hour wrestling show? Like, I get it. I get that you're trying to maximize your use of talent by having, 15 matches on a card to get everybody used up. But, like, no, we don't need 14 matches on the card. We don't need 20-minute like 4 or 5 20-minute matches on the show. Like, no, like, we're literally watching a WWE pay-per-view that has 5 matches. That's legit a third of what WrestleDream was. That's ridiculous.
And that's that Triple H takeover booking right there.
Exactly.
Those shows were perfect.
I love
5
them.
to 6 matches. Every match meant something. Not every member of the roster was on a takeover, which made it feel special when they were.
Hell yeah. And then we're getting into the tag team match between LA Knight and John Cena versus Jimmy Uso and Solo. So it means the main event is the World Heavyweight Championship. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was not main event. I did not think that was main event. I've been getting taken L's all night tonight. Holy shit.
As it should be, though.
Me taking L's all night? God damn, Liam.
No, whoa, not that. No, but the world title should be main event. You know what I mean? That was... You know what's funny? I started watching wrestling in
Nice cover up.
2011. So I was the biggest John Cena mark in town. He was from Massachusetts. I love John Cena. And so I never understood people's complaints when John Cena singles matches would main event pay-per-views over CM Punk title defenses. I was like, who cares? It's John Cena. Of course he's a bigger deal. Now, older and understanding what a championship means, why was John Cena versus John Laurinaitis main eventing over the limit ahead of CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE title? It makes no sense. You got to elevate the title by putting it in the main event, and any show that Roman Reigns is not on should be headlined by the World Heavyweight title. Yeah, this is long overdue. Regardless of whether or not Priest cashes in tonight, LA Knight and John Cena, I love them together. I love that match. I love that storyline. It should not be positioned bigger than the world title match.
You're absolutely right about that. I agree. I don't know. I saw John Cena. I'm like, oh, main event, obviously. And LA Knight, big star, main event, obviously. Seth and Shinsuke have already had a main event. I was fine with them not being the main event, but they are. And listen, I think this is more of a reason why Damien Priest probably cashes in tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Big prediction. Liam over here is just getting everything right. I'm getting everything wrong. He's putting me to shame on my own stream, man. I can't have this.
I've been hot so far, but you know, as Vince McMahon says, they only remember the finish. If I get this one wrong,
So who do you got winning this match?
I want to say Shinsuke. I really do. I want my guy to win the title, even if he's champion for 2 minutes.
This match. The tag team match.
That's right. Oh my God, we were talking so much about the world title match. I forgot about this match. I hope Knight and Cena, but I low-key think
It's been a good night for baby faces so far.
That's true. There's been too many babyface victories. Oh, McAfee.
I'm about to say, who the hell is Hey? Hey!
That's
Makes sense.
that dude is the man. He has I'm not even kidding when I say this. He has like a top 5 human life right now.
Hell yeah.
He just he wrestles. He's a walking ball of charisma.
How old is he? Like 30, the late 30s?
Late 30s. He'll go down as the greatest punter of all time in the NFL, which is like not a huge position, but still. He hosts College Game Day, most successful sports talk show going today.
You know what's funny is that at my job, I feel like every time I walk into the break room now, it just recently started like maybe 2 weeks ago. Every time I walk into the break room, the Pat McAfee show is on. And it's like, damn, someone's a really big fan of this guy. But now that it's in the break room all the time, I just kind of sit down and listen to it like, oh, this is not bad, actually.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
Is he gonna announce that he's wrestling at Survivor Series or Crown Jewel?
Yo.
He's gonna wrestle John Cena.
I was gonna miss this show on this night in this glorious city.
Yeah, he's an indie guy, that's right. He played for the Colts.
We all know it when we
You know, when you said indie guy, I'm thinking like indie wrestling. I'm like, damn, you calling this guy a jobber? What the hell?
He did wrestle a little bit on the independent circuit. when I say a little bit, I mean literally like 2 matches. But when he was at Barstool, he was training to be a wrestler.
Really?
Yeah, he did. I forget where he trained. But yeah, I'll look up his cage match. I'm curious to see where he was before.
I think Indianapolis, Indiana has deserved a WrestleMania.
Yeah, right. Wait, I got WrestleMania 41? Is this the announcement?
Yo, they low-key could.
I mean, John Cena said the same thing about London, so maybe they're just hyping the crowd up.
No, but well, actually, it's different from Minneapolis, Minnesota. But Minneapolis has been in the running for a minute.
I think they heard you in the back. Let's make them feel it a little bit.
Yeah, it's John Cena, London.
Should host a WrestleMania. Give me a hell yeah.
What's in Indianapolis?
Like what field?
I mean, what touristy?
Shout out Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Why would you get a WrestleMania? Philadelphia has the Liberty Bell and getting shot. What does Indianapolis have? Nothing.
And the Rocky Steps.
Exactly. In the Rockies, they're getting shot in the Rocky Steps. I mean, come on now.
Allow me to introduce a man who's a 16-time world champion.
Oh, nice.
A man who will be tag teaming tonight with L.
I ain't gonna hold you. He's a 16-time champion. I thought we was talking about Ric Flair for a second.
Oh
Then
my
he said
God.
tag team, and I said, hey, Ric Flair coming out of fucking retirement again. But, yeah, I mean, you know, part of me wants to dress as John Cena for Halloween.
You should. That'd be fire.
I'll be the
I
I'll be the
that's
black
rich, man.
John Cena meme from earlier in the year. I'll be that guy for Halloween.
Darren Young, get your Fred Rosser on.
Yeah, let's go to work. Let's go, Stu. If anybody ever changes, like if anyone ever does camera work for John Cena and it's not Stu, I'm not watching that episode of WWE.
Honestly, he's the man.
Exactly.
He hasn't missed a show. I don't
Not
think.
that I will ever know that it's not Stu, but it's like, I guess I'll just know by the way the camera moves. If it doesn't perfectly track John Cena's movement, I know it's not Stu and I'll just tune out. Yeah! I kind of miss John Cena sucks chant. You know, me and my friend chanted that at WrestleMania and people were looking at us funny. But it's like the OG John Cena fans know to chant John Cena sucks.
Oh yeah.
There's a
I
rhythm
remember
to
when
it.
that started. What a pop.
Exactly. Let's go LA Knight. I don't think I'm still 100% on the LA Knight train yet, but he's growing on me. He's growing on me.
Really? I don't have a receipt for this suplex, and I really wish I did. But I have been an LA Knight guy for like 10 years.
Since the
I know
Eli
people
Drake
have-
days.
No, I remember when he was Sean Ricker, which is his real name, on The Hero, that rock reality competition series. I watched that show live because it was on TNT usually after basketball games, and I was a huge fan of just his persona. And then he shows up in TNA as Eli Drake. He was fantastic there. He was fantastic in the NWA, and I was always like a fan of him, but not enough to like shout it from the rooftops. And I really wish I did, because now he's on top of the world. And yeah, I hope he gets a world title before it's too late, because the dude's already 40.
Hell yeah. We got Jimmy Uso, so I guess they dropped the third M in his name.
Yeah, good callback right there. Man, Solo's that dude.
I heard people were speculating they're going to do Solo versus John Cena as like a callback to John Cena versus Umaga at the Royal Rumble. I'm kind of here for that, even though I don't think that's solidified. And shout out Mahmood again for the $4.99. I read a super chat, didn't acknowledge that he actually sent one though. The guy's been killing it all night. Exactly, he's growing massive whites and grays, but it adds character.
Solo's that dude. Yeah, damn. Paul Heyman's got like a full head of white hair now. When did that happen? That happened so quick.
It's like he aged super quickly.
Maybe
I wonder if he dyed it that way, or if it just, or if he's been dyeing his hair black this whole time. Like it's one of the two. Like if he's been doing like the Just for Men for the last 5 years and he just let it white out this time, or if he dyed his hair white. It's one of the two. I think it's probably the former. I think his hair's always been like that and he's been doing Just for Men and dyeing it black. Because Paul Heyman's like what? Close to 60? Maybe he's 60 now?
Yeah, I would imagine he's 60 by now.
Let me look that up. I think he might actually be 60 now. I searched up.
Is this Cena's first televised match since his return?
Yeah. Oh, Heyman's 58. Not quite 60 yet. I want to see John Cena and LA Knight go after the tag team championships. I mean, we got Cody and Jay. Why not LA Knight and John Cena, right? Burr, burr, burr. Every time I see Paul Heyman, I hear John Blood saying, "What are you doing?" Yes, you know it's funny. I just watched New Legacy Inc.'s Fastlane simulation last night before I went to bed. Ritualistically, I always watch their simulation streams. I think they were probably one of my longest tenured YouTubers that I've been watching. Is probably New Legacy Inc. I can remember my first time watching them was the chocolate drop days back in like 07, 06, or 08. I don't know. Do you watch New Legacy Inc.?
No, I'm not even sure what you're talking. What is it?
Oh, they're a group of YouTubers that play WWE games. They've been playing WWE games for like age. I think over 10 years now. They're like one of the biggest wrestling streamers on Twitch. Well, no, not one of the biggest, but like in the wrestling community, they're one of the biggest on Twitch. Have you heard of Deadlock Wrestling?
I have. Was Deadlock what Chris Danger was in?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I have.
So 1/3 of Deadlock is owned by John Blood, who basically is the figurehead of New Legacy Inc. So he's kind of rooted in that, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like I've definitely seen New Legacy like clips on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever watched a full match or something.
Yeah, no, they're my guys. One of my aspirations is to appear on a New Legacy Inc. episode.
Oh, that'd be fire. Do you play wrestling games a lot?
I used to be a big wrestling gamer. I used to create like my own universe modes and shit. I'm busy. I really don't have time for that, but I still want to. Like I was planning to make I spent months creating like a bunch of wrestlers to bring back my universe mode series, and then out of the fucking blue, the game file corrupted and all of my characters got erased. I was livid. I almost cried that night.
I used to grind on just like making gear. Like my guy would just always be Liam Crowley. I never like made a fake name or something. But I used to make like logos and entrance attire, and I would try to like upload like music from my phone into the game so I could come out to like
you used to burn the disc on the yeah, I used to do that too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I used to have one wrestler come out to I forgot what Chris Brown song it was, but it would be a Chris Brown song. It was hilarious.
Me and my friends, we would all often like ask what we would come out to for a wrestling theme. Do you have one? Do you know what you would come out to?
It's a toss up. It will either be Annie Up by Robin's Theory, or it would be X Gonna Give It to You by DMX. It'd be one of those two.
X gonna give it to you as like that like drop moment of like the like crowd would
Exactly.
go crazy. That would be a modern day Austin Glass shatter right there.
Yeah. And I mean, Suplex X gonna give it to you. I feel like it makes sense. But
Yeah.
also, I feel like Annie Up just has this energy. Like, it just gets the crowd pumped and going. Like, I mean, the crowd that knows the song, obviously. But I think if you pulled up the song, or if you know what I'm talking about, it has the energy to it. I don't know, Chet. Annie Up or X gonna give it to you? Which one gets you amped up more?
I'm gonna have to let me add that to my playlist real quick. Annie Up.
Yeah, Annie Up by Robin's Theory. Well, the Annie Up by it's not by Robin's Theory. It's the Robin's Theory remix version, but I forgot who it's by. But yeah, add Annie Up to your playlist. Annie Up will get you pumped real fucking quickly, bro. Especially if you're running, like if you're doing cardio and you're running, definitely add Annie Up to your playlist. Have you ever seen the movie You Got Served?
With Busta Rhymes?
Yeah, Busta Rhymes, yes.
Okay. I have not seen You Got Served.
That's where the song comes from. But yeah, definitely add Annie Up to your playlist. No. Well, with MOP, Busta Rhymes. Don't add the Busta Rhymes version to your playlist. Just do MOP, the Robin's Hood Theory version. That's the version you should be adding.
Word.
It should start off with the bum, 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 bum. It should start off with like a DJ remix, and then it gets right into the song. That's the best version.
Did you know on the independent circuit, MJF used to come out to Trophies by Drake?
Low key, yes.
Can you imagine if he came out to that at like an AEW pay-per-view?
I doubt it, but it would be sick. And Chad is saying X gonna give it to you will be the best version to come out to. All right, Chad, I hear you. If I ever make my wrestling debut, it will be X gonna give it to you.
That Drake licensing fee is probably $1 million, but
seeing as Tony Khan is able to license Europe Final Countdown for Daniel Bryan 2 pay-per-views in a row, Bryan Danielson, I don't doubt he can get Drake. It'd probably a one-off, but still.
Yeah, but if I'm MJF, I would make that my demand in my next contract. You got to get me trophies for at least one show. It would just be so fire, man.
Exactly. What about you, Liam? What would be your wrestling entrance?
So the one I always go back to, because I always think of that first beat drop has to be awesome in order for it to get over. And I'm a huge Juice WRLD fan. I think Armed and Dangerous by Juice WRLD. That dun 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 dun. I'm in town. Party's going. Like, I think that'd be fire.
Yeah, it has to have a really good hook, otherwise it doesn't fit.
Yeah, so that's the one I always think of immediately, but it would depend on the gimmick, you know? Like, if it was more of like a dark, like, slow gimmick, maybe something in my pop-punk library. Yeah, there's a couple. I'd have to go through my music a bit, but Armed and Dangerous is the one I always first think of.
I could see you coming out to like a 80s, 90s rock song.
Yeah,
I'm looking at your face and I could see it. I could see you getting over with like an 80s, 90s rock song.
I need a freaking haircut, Sooplex. Look at this shit. It's so long. It's getting ridiculous out here.
I mean, unless you're going for like a very like chevalier, like very pristine, uppity gimmick, maybe.
But if I'm trying to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley out here,
yes, a true blue blood.
that'd be something.
Guys, looking at Liam right now, what would be his theme song?
Yeah, drop it in the chat.
You know what? You know what would be a good theme song for you? Oh, I got it. We Built This City by Starships.
Okay. That would be a sing-along.
I can see it. Too. I can see We Built This City by Starships being his theme song.
That could
like you don't come out right away. We built this city on rock and roll, and then you come out. Like I can see the vision. I see the vision.
I'm gonna come back to this stream when I make my indie debut in like 4 years.
It's gotta be to Build This City by Starships. It's gotta be.
Yeah. That's fire. Oh, Hardcore Wrestling Television says "Can't Stop" Red Hot Chili Peppers. That is a great song.
That's a really good one too.
That would
But
get the crowd going.
Liam said Juice World, so I'm seeing like he's going for like this rap underground type of vibe. So if we're keeping it at that level,
Mask Goal says "Dap me up." I got you right there.
all right, we there's your dab.
There you go.
You know, I don't know why my brain is saying this, but let me make sure I got the artist right before I say it. I'm trying to make sure I got the artist right before I say who this is by. Okay, right. It is a Drake song. All right, I see Blessings, Blessings by Drake and Big Sean.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I kind of see it low key for like a rap type of song.
I'm with some Big Sean. Big Sean, a sneaky influence on the pro wrestling world.
Exactly.
You know what? You see my interview clip?
With Big Sean, I have it. Like, can you?
No. Swerve told me that.
Oh
Swerve
right, yeah,
from-
I did see that one. I saw it drop on Instagram today.
It was pretty crazy. Swerve comes from the Big Sean ad lib in Mercy.
Yeah.
You know, Lamborghini Mercy Swerve. That's how he came up with Swerve. It's
Yep, I
crazy.
saw that
I had
today.
no idea that was the origin.
I'm very meticulous with who I follow on Instagram. Someone messaged me like, "Oh, you think you're a big shot following 50 people?" Like, fuck you. First of all, it's not even like I want to keep my follower count low. I don't like a bunch of bullshit on my feed. So like I keep my follow. I'm very meticulous. Like if I follow you, it's because I genuinely want to see your content on my feed.
You're so valid for that. I follow like 900 people, and the only reason why is because a lot of them are friends from college and high school and all that, where it's like it's still so close to them being in my life 24/7 that it feels disrespectful to unfollow them now.
Yeah.
But as the years go on, man, it's just like, you know, it's not there's no bad blood. It's just like you said, you want to see the content you want to see, and yeah, no one in the world is looking through 900 posts a day.
Exactly.
So, yeah, you're
like
you're
if I
valid.
follow you, either we are good friends, I like your content, or we have some connection. Like there's a lot of wrestlers that I like that I don't even follow on Instagram, and it's not because I think I'm better than them or something. It's like you're not posting a lot on Instagram. Your feed, like your post doesn't align with, like, I don't know. Like I like my feed a certain way. With TikTok, I have 500 people that I'm following. The For You page takes over the entire thing. But with Instagram, it's like the first thing that appears on your feed are the people that follow you. That you follow. That's the first thing that appears on your feed. So it's like I orchestrate it a certain way in order for that people to appear on my feed. I follow Liam on Instagram because like I like his interviews. I think he's honestly one of the best journalists going today, honestly. And people don't honestly know about it because he doesn't do a lot. Like he does wrestling coverage, but like not too much, not to that degree that Sean Ross Sapp and all the other journalists are doing it. But like I think he's a really good one that people need to acknowledge more.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. And I honestly, I need to have more followers like you, because people like you hold me accountable. Like you want to see my posts? Well, then I got to start posting more. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? Like I've been trying to put more reels up and get more stuff out. Trying to do it more on like a daily basis, and I got a lot more clips from the Swerve interview that I got to share. But yeah, no, it's so funny. One of my colleagues was saying to me, they were like, with the interview clips, they were like, listen, something you're gonna have to embrace pretty soon is that you're gonna annoy your like friend followers by posting all the time, but you are going to satisfy your like fan followers by sharing content, and that's what you need to prioritize if you really want to.
Exactly.
And so it's like there are sometimes I'm hesitant to post because I'm like, well,
Oh,
I already
that's
posted-
technically still your personal page?
yeah, I just keep everything straight. Like I don't have like separate pages or anything. And that's how I prefer to just run stuff, because like I don't like there to be like a disconnect between who I am as a person, who I am as a professional. That's just like a personal choice.
Fair.
But yeah, it's like there are times where I'm like, damn, I've already posted 3 times this week. should I keep posting on my?
Well, yeah, you identify as a journalist, not an influencer, right?
Yeah, and I'm like, exactly. Who cares?
Exactly.
Like, it's my content at the end of the day. And two, reels are like so different from like a normal post.
Yes.
Like reels, no one's gonna bat an eye. Like some of my reels will only get like 1,000 views, and that's just because it's more of like a niche subject. Like that's what I really need to build up is my wrestler fan base. Because like my Swerve clip, he shared that. Oh, here we go, hot tag. I'll stop talking about myself for a second. I gotta watch this LA Night.
Yeah, my bad. You were telling a story. The hot tag happened, and I like, oh my god, LA Knight.
No, you're golden. This is what we came for right here. Let's go.
LA Knight's going crazy. Yo, LA Knight got bigger too. He's been hitting the
Oh,
gym.
yeah. That dude's training regimen is no joke.
I need to get my ass back at the gym. I've been out of the game too much. I went for a jog this morning. I stopped after like 3 minutes. I said, "Oh shit, I need to get my cardio back and check what's going on here."
Bro, I'm running a half marathon at the end of the month. It's gonna be a real culture shock for me.
Bro, listen, I would take like maybe 10 steps and I'd be on the ground dry heaving, bro. I couldn't do it. Let me tell you, man. Oh my god, this is probably one of my most embarrassing moments of the year. So I got invited to like this it was a promotional for Creed 3, right? They were doing like a promotional for the movie in Philadelphia. They're doing like a Rocky Steps run, right? So I'm like, yeah, sure. They invited me up. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. So I go up there and we're doing the Rocky run, and it's this fitness trainer. And mind you, I haven't been in the gym in a few months because I was going through depression. I still am. But I haven't been in the gym in a few months, so my cardio is just not what it is. So we're going up and down the steps. And mind you, I do a good like 2 up and down the steps. Then they do a third. I'm like, oh, I can't keep up. So then they take a break. Now, mind you, they didn't supply water, which I think was dumb on their part for not supplying water. And
Wow.
mind you, it's 95% females here. So I'm trying to like, okay, I got this shit. In my head, fucking male pride thing, like, nah, I don't need water. I got this shit. Bro, they start doing jumping jacks, and I almost passed the fuck out. I literally laid on my third setup. I laid on the ground. I did not. I'm like, bro, if I do one more, it's lights out. I literally had to lay on the ground, and I'm like, there's nobody. I'm like, nobody has water. Like I'm on the ground. Like, bro, it was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. And I had to literally walk away, go to a store, get water, and then come back. Like, if I had any shot with anybody in that group, it was gone by that day. It was gone by like that day. I was like,
that's on them for not supplying the water.
It is on them for not supplying the water. But then my dumb ass decided to keep going, knowing I was dehydrated, and then I almost passed the hell out.
Dang.
No, never, guys. Please, if you ever decide, if you work out, great. You already know this. But if you ever decide to work out, drink plenty of water. Don't be a dumbass like me and not drink water during your workout, because I almost passed the hell out.
I think I go through like. Have my shaker bottle at the gym. I probably go through 4 full of those every time I work out, just because it's like, and I'm not even chugging the water too. It's just like when the blood's pumping like that, when you're active, like you just get thirsty, and it's like it's literally like just refueling. So yeah, I could have never done that Rocky Steps thing you just mentioned with nothing on me. Jeez, I would pass out.
Yeah, no, I did. I almost did pass out. Like, everybody brought their own water, because I thought, oh, we're doing a workout, they're going to supply water. They didn't supply water. People brought their own water. I'm like, oh, okay, so I guess I'll just do this, fucking raw dog then. And no, I almost, that was almost
here we go. Fire.
It looks like John Cena about to do the little, you can't see me. They're cooking in this match too. Fastlane over here, like, about to be low key one of the best pay-per-views at Q4.
Here we go. Yeah, on that bum Jimmy Uso.
1, 2, and LA Knight and Cena get the win.
Wrap it up. On that bum Jimmy Uso.
Bum ass Jimmy Uso, as Pat McAfee would say it. Let's go.
Continuing to live the dumbest life. That was fantastic. And
The tribal chief.
This LA Knight experience has been.
Woo! Oh.
And he says,
LA Knight's the no heel turn coming. No, I'm just kidding.
LA Knight
Woo!
praise for the greatest of all time.
All right, Liam. You were talking earlier before we got interrupted by LA Knight's hot tag. Let's circle back.
Yeah.
If you remember what you were talking about.
Just like content, I think we were
Yeah,
talking
your
about.
content.
Yeah, I just gotta post more reels, man. I've been trying to, like I said, trying to get on a
You
goal.
post
of like
plenty on
5 a week.
TikTok. I see that. And
Yeah,
that's
I've
more
been-
for
I've been-
comic book. That's not really for you, though.
Yeah. I run the comic book wrestling page, and then I also have my own personal TikTok. And
Oh, you're the social media coordinator.
yeah, so I mean, you got like people like you and like all these other creators out here that are doing it on your own. Like you guys are inspiring me because like I see you out here with your tens of thousands of followers on Instagram, and you got I think what you got here 70K on YouTube,
60K
Like,
on Instagram, 70K on YouTube, and 80K on fucking on TikTok, man.
Man, that is long-term sustainability right there. Like you're able to. It's so hard to build an audience, and the fact that you have built this empire is something you should be very proud of, and it's also something that's purely yours. That's something with comic book that I love my job and everything, but like at the end of the day, it's not my brand. So I want to make sure that my personal accounts are sustained enough that I have something to fall back on. And so I'm definitely trying to build up that Instagram. I'm like 10 followers away from 3,000, and it's like that's still such a small number, but I'm like I've been trying to hit 3,000 for so long. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff coming up. I'll be at New York Comic Con all next week.
Hey, let's go.
I got some big interviews there, so hopefully they
Well, so how is
They,
that going to work
yeah.
with the actor strike? So I know it's a lot of struck. I mean, obviously you're a journalist, so it doesn't apply to you. But like I know with a lot of actors, like it's still the strike's going on. There's a lot of struck work. So like, is it less talent for you to interview now, or is there still like a big bunch of people you can talk to and whatnot?
So there will be a lot of like writers, producers, cinematographers, comic artists, comic writers, stuff like that. But there are some people. One of the big ones, Eli Roth, is going to be there. He's a director. He's doing a horror movie called Thanksgiving that's coming out pretty soon. And then the big one, Sooplex. I might be talking to the styling, profiling, kiss stealing,
shit.
wheeling dealing, son of a gun. We'll see if it happens. Not gonna say his name until it materializes, but he'll be there. And if all goes well, you might catch me doing a Jay Lethal impression on my Instagram.
You know, it's funny because I took next week off, and I honestly forgot why I took next week off. I think part of me thought I was going to New York Comic Con, so that's why I did it. But I'm like, now I got nothing to do. I feel like maybe I should just pull up. My former manager, he's not a manager anymore, but he's going to Comic Con. Somebody else from my job is going to Comic. Like, oh no, like I've never been to a comic book convention. Like I kind of want to go to one.
You should. Do you have the ability to get to New York next week?
I mean, I could catch the train, obviously. I mean, I feel like the prices are going to be fucking ridiculous. I don't know how I'm going to finesse it, but I could. I absolutely could.
Bro, you should. It's gonna be. Last year was so much fun. And
Where are you staying?
I'll be staying in Queens, which is, yeah, you know where Queens is.
Yeah.
Across the.
You're a ways outside of where New York City Comic Con's happening, though.
Yeah, Javits, the Javits Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a train ride, but we'll make it work. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Last year was just so much fun, and it wasn't even because of the talent that were there. It was just the atmosphere, like everything that was going on with like all the different booths and everything, and the conventions and stuff people were selling. I'm a huge Percy Jackson fan. Apparently, there's going to be a big Percy Jackson presence there this year too. So yeah, I think there's a lot to look forward to, and I don't know what the deal is with wrestling content, but there should be. I expect there to be at least one WWE person. Last year,
Well, they usually
on
always
my
have a
part.
panel at Comic-Con.
They always do at San Diego. New York, I'm not sure if it's every
Oh,
year.
yeah, right. I don't know. Because, like, I have to pay... like, Comic-Con's not very cheap. So, I don't know. I haven't been saving up for it because I had no plans to go.
Yeah, I'm
And I
thankful
can't
that
really do the whole influencer pass thing because that time's already, like, passed already for that to apply.
yeah, I got the press pass, which I had to apply for like 6 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
So fortunately that came through, but yeah, no, it's an expensive event. Even if you do get in for free, you ain't buying anything for less than $30, that's for sure.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I probably not. But if I could, I definitely will. I'll let you know if I do.
Yeah, if you do, we'll have to link up. That'd be fun.
Yeah, because like I said,
Then
I
we
have
go-
nothing going on that weekend, and I'm like, I wanted to go on vacation, but I'm like, I don't know if I actually can.
Yeah,
I don't know.
if you pull up, we would both have to cosplay as something. We could each be an Uso or something.
I have my one Uso shirt, so you have to get like a shirt. Like it would have to be no what? They're not together though.
That's true.
Wait, Mahmood, $4.99 again. He's been killing it tonight. So the leg issue for Priest means no cash in. Shane, I think they're it's a red herring. I think they're kind of letting you believe he's not going to cash in because of the leg issue. But I think there's a good chance it still happens.
Because that's the thing too. It's a last man standing match, so both of these guys are gonna be like.
Well, how do you?
In kayfabe, both of these guys are gonna be incapacitated for at least an 8.
Well, he
count
has
by
to
the
cash in after the match because how do you cash in on a last man standing match to make it a triple threat last man standing? So I guess you would have to cash in after the match.
This would be after the match. That they would not make this a triple threat. That would also be. That's the one thing that sucks about last man standing matches. Because the count is so long, it lets the air out of the moment. It's like when you know that the final spot happened and it's crystal clear, then we have to wait for the referee to go 1, 2, like a Money in the Bank cash in where we have to wait 10 full referee seconds. It just wouldn't work. That's why in NXT they did it well with I think it was Gargano and Ciampa. Both men were down. And then at the last second at 9, someone stood up. So you still had the suspense factor, which is a lot better than someone hits their finisher and drops him off a forklift, and then we have to wait 10 seconds. That stuff just doesn't work.
Exactly. I mean, if, let's say, Damien Priest does cash in tonight, do you think Seth retains and then he cashes in, or do you think we get a new champion in Shinsuke?
Because Shinsuke is the heel, it would feel weird for Damien to cash in on him, but I feel like, man, I want Shinsuke. I just want to be able to call Shinsuke a former WWE champion. I don't care how long the reign was. I just want to be able to say that statement. And I wouldn't bet on it though. I think Seth retains, Priest cashes in. I think that's how we go.
Yeah, I think it's likely that too. Guys, I will be right back. I'm going to take me a quick little bathroom break, and then we'll be right into the main event. So Liam can hold it down for like a good minute. I'll be right back, Jay. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, I got you. Trying to think of some fun facts for this main event match. Rollins and Nakamura. I'm pretty sure this series of matches is like the first time they faced off against one another. But Nakamura, if you'll remember, he had world title shots before. 2 different programs, one against Jinder Mahal in 2017. That super racist storyline where Jinder Mahal just made fun of like the faces Shinsuke would make. And he lost both of those matches terribly. Then he goes on to win the Rumble, gets a lot of momentum, and had that underwhelming WrestleMania 34 match with AJ Styles, which I will say they tore the house down at Wrestle Kingdom 10 back in 2016. I do not blame their WrestleMania match on the fact that it was a poor quality match. I think in a vacuum, that was a solid match. The crowd was just exhausted. Mania 34 was one of those last Manias that was like a 7-hour show. And they wanted to give it the spotlight by having it late in the night. But in reality, it really should have like opened the show or something because the crowd would have been hot for it. So yeah, I wish they went that route. gonna try and read some of the comments here. Mask Goal says Priest shouldn't cash in. Well, if that's the case, when would you have him cash in? Like, what's the alternative? Do we wait until, he's not? Could he cash in on a weekly show? Maybe. Would he cash in on a Survivor Series? I don't see it. I feel like whoever's the champion by the Rumble will be champion going into Mania. I don't think that we're in a situation where the title's going to change like a month before Mania, because then it just wouldn't. There wouldn't be as much stakes because the champion would be so fresh. Shinsuke's got a great entrance attire here. I love the all white. Wow, this dude is so money. It's so frustrating that it took this long for him to start headlining premium live events, but still, I'm glad it's happening now. ICG Gaming says Priest should worry about the tag team titles for now. As much as I agree, I don't want those titles to hot potato. And obviously Cody and Jay aren't going to hold them for very long. That's not a sustainable tag team. But would you really have them just drop them back to Judgment Day? Or would you have Cody and Jay maybe lose to DIY? That could be fun. Shinsuke, man, he should be champion eventually. There's like I don't know if it's my volume, but is he not getting a good pop? Chat, let me know if Shinsuke is actually getting a reaction here. Because from my volume, it sounds like close to silence. I'm always excited for Seth's gear, because he always busts out solid gear. ICG Gaming says, well, for Priest, it was JD that cost him the match. That is true. This must be awkward for McAfee not to dance. I agree. All right, let's see what Seth is wearing here. Is Seth coming out in the drip? Oh, he's got some sort of concoction on.
Just in time for Seth Rollins is oh shit. What is this?
Let's see what's he wearing out here. There's so many complicated patterns.
It's extravagant as hell. Burn it down. What was Shinsuke wearing?
Oh, you missed Shinsuke's robe. He had this all white.
Oh shit, that's the robe he wore when he faced the Great Muta this year. Let's go.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, he wore that all white robe when he faced the Great Muta at Pro Wrestling Noah.
That's fire. I did not realize that. That's a great callback. I love how, for whatever reason, every generation, the work rate world champion is just like imbued with flamboyant energy. It was Macho Man, then it was Shawn Michaels, and now it's Seth Rollins. They all wear.
Gotta keep the trend going, man.
And I love it, but like it's so funny how it just naturally happens. It's not like they pass down this gimmick to each other. Just over time, each like generation's workhorse, best in ring, has just like the wildest, crazy entrance attires. I love it.
Ooh. All right, Chad, who do we got? I got my money on Seth retaining. As much as I would love to see Shinsuke be champion, WWE just doesn't see him that way.
Oh, fire. I love the introductions. Championship intros. That's my boy Mike Rome right there.
Let's go, Mikey.
The title's growing on me. At first, I wasn't too big of a fan because the logo looks like a sticker, but it's getting better.
It still doesn't look like a sticker, but I could see it. Shinsuke! Oh. They don't do the Shinsuke Nakamura. Well, I guess that was when he was a babyface. Can't have an exhilarating, exciting, enticing introduction when you're a heel.
What a great robe. That's such fire.
I don't know how much it costs.
Yeah, right?
This has been a pretty damn good show so far. I think if this match hits, this is definitely like a B+ show. If it's a cash in successfully, it's a certified A, in my opinion. What y'all think?
I'm with that, to be honest. These shows where they don't try to overload them, we all went into Fastlane. Like I feel like I can speak for most people when I say like fairly underwhelmed. Like the expectations were not that high.
No,
And,
it's a small card, not too many big matches, but I mean, except for John Cena. You got a rematch in the main event, but no, this has been a stellar, like a stellar show. Matches get time, matches have good stories, good pacing. No complaints from me. It's been a mainly babyface heavy show too. Yeah, they're focused on that back pretty heavy tonight too.
Seth like does need surgery eventually. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, very
man.
serious.
You notice too how his back is like the way it's taped, the skin is like it's very tight together. What's Shinsuke worried about? It's a kendo stick. It's a gray tier weapon in in WWE.
You know, I was watching New Legacy Inc. last night, and Hatayo, one of the guys from the group, brought up a really funny, yet kind of like, okay, I could kind of see that point where, and I believe he said it as a joke, but he was saying that, well, Shinsuke's 42 years old, so he's focusing on Seth's back to take the attention away from his back because he's older. And I'm like, that's funny, but like high key, that could be very true. Like if Seth start aiming at his back and he's like, oh shit. And as I say that, he gets suplexed and he's selling the back.
Damn. That's something that like I said,
Very
full
meta.
transparency. I do want to do wrestling training eventually, and some of these back body drops, like Seth even delivering that suplex onto like the floor. I'm like, bro, how does that not kill you?
I mean, you're very young. I mean, you could start training like in 3 years if you want to, honestly.
That's true. I need to build up some size. I'm 192 right now, and at my height, I gotta be like 225.
Plenty of people who are 200 pounds that are excelling right now. I mean, look at Darby Allin. He's like 1.8. He's like 140. Then he's excelling.
Zack Sabre Jr. is like the face of like the tall and slim wrestler. He just relies on the technical.
He is
stuff.
shockingly tall. He's like 6'1" or something.
Yeah, he's got some
deceivingly
size.
tall.
Here we go.
Also, Mahmood, I missed your $5 super chat earlier, man. Thank you. But please, for the love of God, no duct tape, no handcuffs, no trapped under the announce table finishes. I agree. They're very much overdone. I agree with you. I don't know. What kind of prediction are we going for this match? What's the finish?
The first time they did the duct tape around the leg spot, I think it was it Cena Batista?
Mm-hmm. Over the limit 20 times.
That was genius. I loved it then. But then they did it like twice more since. You can't keep doing that. So, final spot. Because this is a Triple H booked show, I think we get something where both of them are on the ground on like an elevated surface, and Seth rolls off the surface into a standing position at like a 9 count. That's oddly specific, and I'm fairly certain I'm basing this off of how Gargano and Ciampa's last man standing match ended.
This guy got all the sources. He's been right so far.
But
I'm not going to bet against him.
I don't think we get like a stomp and then wait for a 10 count. I think they're both out on the mat or somewhere, and very slowly at like a 9 count, one of the two stands up. But we shall see.
It's 10:26, so they're definitely going to give this some time. I don't think the show's ending until like close to 11.
Yeah, I think this will be they'll give this one like probably 20, 30 minutes around there.
What if it's a draw? Well, if it's a draw, Seth retains, but that would also be a very dumb finish to the match.
Yeah, because then like the feud should end here. I think we both agree.
Yeah,
that,
if it's a draw, then you could argue, oh, well, Shinsuke should get a rematch. It's like,
yeah, no, it's going to be a definitive Seth wins or Shinsuke wins, one of the two.
last man standing matches should not be the second match in a feud. That should be the last match in a feud. The last in a series.
I agree. How do you feel about the Shinsuke bodysuit?
I still don't like it. He has nunchucks. I don't know. It makes him look... I don't know how to describe it. I don't like it on him. I think he looked a lot better when he just had the little. Now, I wasn't a fan of the flares he was wearing, but he looked better when he didn't have the top piece.
Damn, he knows how to wield those nunchucks. You see him spinning them around like that?
I do, and he's barely hitting them. Like, I mean, if you were gonna use the nunchucks, you should have really whacked the shit out of him. And I mean, I get it, but you could have also used fake nunchucks. Because who would have fucking knew, except for the people in the ring? You know what I mean?
That's true.
I would have bought fake nunchucks and just started whacking the shit out of him.
Yeah, just get some rubber ones, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, damn. Is that technically his finish right there? Looked like a Kinshasa to me.
It was, but he's been doing a Kinshasa off the middle rope for years now, and it's not the finish. Don't know why.
Is it because the finish is like back of the head?
He does it to the front of the head a lot more now. He used to do it to the back of the head a lot in New Japan, but nowadays it's to the front. It's a front-facing thing. Oh shit, is he gonna do the Kinshasa to the back of the head now? What the? Oh no, he's just gonna.
Bro, that doesn't do anything. The kendo stick is not strong enough to dent the. Well, now it is. But
WWE is notorious for these spots where they'll have like a cover up and then you hit it, and then it's like in real life that would not hurt the opponent at all. But as a kid, that shit was like the most horrible, atrocious thing you could ever do to somebody.
it's funny too because that's the whole thing with tables. Like a table break looks so cool, but in reality, the table is there to break the fall. If the table wasn't there, it would actually hurt a lot more.
Exactly. That's unless you got like a real life like table, like a table that doesn't break. Which from now on, every now and again, the table doesn't break, and it hurts a lot more than the table breaking. So
That's true. Those New Japan tables are brutal because they don't.
they're like an inch thick. I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, the only thing that breaks is like the wood on the inside, like the metal like outside wiring tends to stay. And I'll never forget freaking Omega Ospreay Wrestle Kingdom in January when Omega stomped Ospreay through the table, like he stomped his feet through the table, and then he did the "Here's Kenny," like looking through the table and all that. It was crazy.
It was. So Liam, what was the first wrestling show you've ever been to?
Oh boy, it was March 2012. I think it was March 5th, 2012, Monday Night Raw, and the main event segment was a promo between Cena and Rock before Mania 28. It was a fire show. The dark main event, which I had no idea what dark matches were or how dark matches were even a thing before then, so I had no idea what was coming, was John Cena and CM Punk versus Chris Jericho and Daniel Bryan, which is wild to say now.
Wow.
Because those guys went on to do just crazy things. They had done crazy things up till that point. But yeah, that was my first TV show, which was Raw. And then I went to Night of Champions later that year in 2012. So I saw Cena versus Punk, Team Hell No win the tag titles. Zack Ryder won a pre-show battle royal to face Antonio Cesaro for the U.S. title later on the show. Yeah, 2012 was a fire year. I miss it a lot. I miss those olden days. Like right now, wrestling is great. Don't get me wrong, but there's something that was like super magic about the early 2010s of wrestling.
Uh-huh. A true last magical year of the 2010s was 2016. That's when WWE was really fucking cooking.
Yeah,
NXT was bomb. Raw and SmackDown had the brand split before the brand split was an overdone concept that led to nothing. But when they first had that brand split and Raw had its own unique intro and color, and SmackDown did too, and you had John Cena on SmackDown and AJ Styles and Dean Ambrose, and then Raw had, oh man, 2016. I wish we could go back in time and relive that year, man, for wrestling. That was a great year.
2016 was so much fun. I'll remember those like that Survivor Series when they did Raw versus SmackDown. I know everyone always hates the brand supremacy and they complain about brand versus brand. That year was fire.
It was.
That main event Raw versus SmackDown match, it went like 50 minutes and it was awesome. It was Styles, Shane McMahon, Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, and Ambrose versus...
Well, no, the main event that year was Brock and Goldberg, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the 5-on-5, the last one that went on, and then the Raw team was Roman, Seth, Jericho, KO, Braun Strowman. And it was great because they actually had the all-star teams from their respective brands. Because usually it would be like, okay, well, this guy's in a world title match and this guy's in a tag title match. So here's the best of what we have remaining. But no, that year they were like, no, this is the best of the best. This is no all-star reserves. These are our all-star starters. And I just remember that match being awesome. It was so much fun.
It was sick. Yeah, I'm not even a big fan of Survivor Series style matches. I don't like the 5-on-5 eliminations. I think they're too long. My ADHD can't take it. But that was a great match.
No, that's real. Those long matches, it's like it's tough because you have to get through the opening stretches and all that. But once they start cooking with eliminations, they get really fun.
Mm-hmm. So if you had like a top 3, oh shit!
Yeah, you talking about tables not really breaking.
I know.
That one right there.
His knee collided with that. Oh, stop! That was a good follow up. He's not down, but that was a good follow up.
Nah, he'll be okay.
He's getting up rather quickly from that stomp.
I don't think the stomp's not that protected though, right? I feel like he usually
it's fairly protected, but not as protected as it used to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like he uses at least 3 or 4 a match.
What was I about to ask you? Oh yeah.
Oh, you said top 3 something.
Top 3 like favorite wrestlers currently.
Okay, currently, number 1 is my boy, Will Ospreay. Crowns up. Huge fan. Been following his career since the like British indie days, WCPW, Progress, all that. Love that he's in the heavyweight division now.
You were a fan of his when he was incredibly disliked for his spot monkey wrestling, right?
I remember his match against Vader. I'll never forget that Twitter feud turned into an actual match, which is crazy. But yeah, no, he's fantastic. Outside of Ospreay, I really like Jay White right now.
Oh yeah, Master Chef Jr.
And then I mean LA Knight, it's like of course he's gotten like very mainstream, but like I said, I'm a fan and I'm pulling for him like no other wrestler really. I remember Money in the Bank. Me and my friends were on the edge of our seat watching that ladder match. So I think I can comfortably say Ospreay, LA Knight, Jay White right now.
Okay. Solid 3.
How about you?
Solid 3.
What's yours?
Top 3. Tony Storm, Roderick Strong, and
Tony Storm. How does she do it? Like what's the pose?
You gotta do the
Ready for my close up. That
Exactly.
camera angle that they did, that was fantastic.
Toni Storm is just a national treasure right now. I'm enjoying her work. Roderick Strong as well. Adam! Which, now you have 3 Adams on the show, so which one is he talking about? But Roderick Strong, I enjoy him. Toni Storm, I enjoy her. Maybe Christian. I'm enjoying the fuck out of Christian's work right now, so maybe Christian Cage.
Christian's been cooking. Christian's been fire. Roderick Strong.
Like I would have said Roman Reigns, but I haven't seen him in 2 months, so he kind of lost that position now. So yeah, I would have to say Christian Cage.
That's valid. What was it? Roderick Strong had me in tears recently when he was on Dynamite, and he was like, "Adam, I need you right now. It's an emergency." And then he didn't explain what the emergency was, and we're just like, "What?" He's hilarious.
I'm digging it. I'm loving it. And
it's funny
for some reason, they're not building up to Roderick Strong and MJF, which I don't understand. But
they really should, especially since Cole's hurt right now. So like, that's your feud in the meantime.
yeah, I mean, I think he has he broke his ankle, so he might be out for a minute.
Part of me wonders if that's a work.
Oh Lord.
I know. Britt Baker tweeted a photo of his foot out of the cast, but it doesn't take much to get a fake photo. And
Lord, you need to
It's
get
just-
off them Reddit threads, Liam. Stay away.
I'm not on no Reddit thread, Sooplex. All I do is notice the patterns, and I will say the pivot they have gone to have Jay White in and have a mystery attacker on Jay White seems, it doesn't feel like a backup plan. It feels like it's always been the plan. And part of me wonders if that mystery attacker was actually Adam Cole. I don't know.
I saw a platform, so I wonder if there's going to be a superplex spot. Oh,
Shinsuke loves that one. He loves to hit his opponents in the balls.
I mean, we could very clearly see he fell on a platform. He didn't fall on the ground. Seth, get up. Stop playing. He fell on a pillow.
That was a count of 9. Come on, Seth. You're better than
Exactly. He
that.
held the count. The referee held the count, too. That should have been 10.
Dang. Because he has an injured back. Like, that's a thing. Like, he's been putting off surgery. And he's taking these chair shots right now.
Yo, hop in the car and run him over. That'll end this match real quickly.
Honestly, do what you got to do, Shinsuke.
What if he actually got in the car and just started it up? That would be insane. I mean, not drive it, but like just start it up and just like tease it.
Yeah, what if you you park the car over his leg, then he can't get up.
There you go. I mean, that car's very low to the ground, so I feel like you would have to legitimately like probably break, like sever the entire ankle in order to do that. But
Last man standing matches are all about tacticalness.
and he means necessary, right? Oh shit, pedigree on the concrete.
Oh,
Yo, Seth taking all types of damage here.
Seth is going through it right now.
Seth ain't playing tonight. He said, "I'm earning my paycheck." This is crazy. The show has been so good. Oh yeah, I'd say this has been a great show so far, honestly.
Oh, big time.
I mean, they're giving WrestleDream a run for its money. WrestleDream was a longer show with more matches.
WrestleDream has the edge for me. Just no pun intended.
See what you did there.
Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. Good Lord, that match was.
Yow!
I don't even like technical wrestling, man, and they had me mesmerized.
Exactly.
I was in awe. That will go down. That'll be in my top 3 matches of the year. easy. That match was so good, man.
Masterclass.
And also FTR Aussie Open, that was phenomenal. The 6-man tag with the Golden Elite versus Don Callis' boys. Yeah, Wrestle Dream was fire.
Do you review like all wrestling shows on Comic Book, or like just the main ones like AEW, WWE?
Mostly just the main ones. In terms of like I don't really, we don't do like star ratings and stuff like that. But we
just
do like
coverage, or you do reviews.
Coverage of like the main ones. We have an end of the year awards called the Golden Issues, which we'll be doing pretty soon. And there's a whole wrestling subsection of that. We'll do like Wrestler of the Year, Match of the Year, Show of the Year, Tag Team of the Year, Female Wrestler of the Year, like a whole bunch of different ones. So that'll be fun to get into. But yeah, we do a little bit of Impact Wrestling because we're based out of Nashville, Tennessee. A lot of our guys work at our office down there in Nashville, and Impact Wrestling runs a lot of its shows out of Nashville. So we've had like Steve Macklin in studio. We had Matt Cardona in studio when he was at Impact. So yeah, we have a pretty good relationship with Impact. And then I do a lot of NWA coverage because EC3 is my guy, and we chat a lot. I've interviewed him like 5 times by now. And yeah, it's so honestly, even though we focus mainly on WWE and AEW because they're the ones with most news going on every single day, there is a good amount of coverage given to Impact, NWA, a little New Japan when New Japan Strong has stuff going on in the States and stuff like that. Yeah, anything that makes the news, you know?
Makes sense. So is there like a wrestling department, or is it like just you running things?
So right now I'm kind of like the head honcho because the guy who was running our wrestling coverage, Connor Casey, he moved on to CBS Sports. So like,
Oh shit!
you know,
All right. Greener
yeah,
pastures.
super happy for him and all that. And so yeah, I've been filtering a lot of the big wrestling stuff. The Swerve interview was like, you know, the start of that. And then yeah, as the year goes on, as we get closer to Mania, hopefully more in-person opportunities. Mania for sure. I'll definitely be at Mania in Philly.
Fuck yeah.
I know you'll be there.
Hell yeah.
I
I don't gotta go far.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll have fun there. That'll be a good time. Hopefully, I want to go down for like 4 or 5 days because they stack those weekends, man.
Oh yeah, man!
know?
You gotta go down there and do all the events surrounding it.
Yeah, they'll have like a.
Were you at WrestleMania this year?
Oh, in LA? No, I didn't go to LA for Mania. Unfortunately,
They didn't send you on mission for the biggest show of the year?
I wanted to go, but I was at Revolution a couple weeks before, and I had travel to New York City like the week after, and it just didn't work in terms of scheduling. Also because the LA Mania was on the other side of the country, while like Philadelphia, like you said, for me as well, it's a train ride away, fortunately.
Ooh. It's gotta be pretty dope though, being a head honcho of the wrestling department. How many people do you have in like, your department?
What was that last part?
How many people do you have in your department?
In terms of like daily contributors to wrestling content, because that's the thing with comic book, you're kind of expected to be able to cover mostly anything. Not everything. Like I've never written a gaming article or an anime article, and we have our gaming and anime teams. But most wrestling writers also are able to.
Oh shit! Wait! Oh, we got the red mist too. Straight out the Muta playbook.
That's a visual right there. Oh my god.
Nah, no shot. No shot.
See, and if I'm wrestling in this match, this is when I start to just throw stuff on top of him and bury him.
Exactly.
And duct tape his legs and arms together. Like, what are you celebrating, Shinsuke?
Seth's up. That could have been a finish right there, honestly. Like the pose on the ladder and everything, like it was perfect.
Yeah, that was a visual.
Seth still can't see. Blinded by the lights. How long has this match been going on for? About like what, 15 minutes?
Oh no, we're past 20 now. I remember looking at the clock when it was 10:25.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I'd say 10 more minutes max.
Woo! Seth's back is going through. I don't know how the fuck he's supposed to finish this match. If he goes through this table, man, this would be a wrap.
Oh,
Bruh. We've been talking about Seth's back. Seth's back. Now, he done went through the table. He done went on the outside. He done went through a table. Like, bro, how many more times is this man gonna get up?
Shinsuke is kind of dominating this match too.
He is. I mean, honestly, I don't see how Shinsuke should be losing this match at this point. Smart. Very smart.
That's great ring awareness by Seth Rollins right there. Great ring psychology.
I mean, I don't even know what the finish would be at this point. I feel like we've had the finish at least like 2 times now.
I think they're probably going to do something on the outside. I think this match ends on the outside. Oh, there's a box right there.
Uh-oh.
Something's happening.
Uh-oh.
get that Pizza Hut in there. Cheap plug right there.
Shinsuke just starts eating a slice mid-match.
He's got to fuel up. It's like in Fortnite, the pizza slice.
Ah, that's it. Someone from JD is going to cash in. I'm calling it. Someone from
Well,
JD.
yeah.
Oh, for Judgment Day. I'm like,
JD.
who the hell is JD?
Yeah. Damien Priest. He's the one with the briefcase.
Well, I don't think he's going to cash in the middle of a last man standing match. I don't even know how that would work.
Shinsuke's cooking right now.
Bro, if Seth goes through another goddamn table.
Up Falcon Arrow. Oh no,
Pedigree?
Pedigree.
That's a good question. I don't know how. I know a stomp through the table. Or a stomp on the top or whatever the hell that is. The platform. Shinsuke, just lean off and you could stand up.
Up, here we go. Falcon Arrow.
Ooh!
That could be the finish, kind of. Low key.
Man, that's corny. I hope that's not the finish. Especially after all Seth has been through.
Yeah, no, they're both moving too much. You can tell when there's going to be a finish because usually
By 5, they'll start moving.
the guy who's losing is going to be completely incapacitated.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Really, the Falcon Arrow through the table was the finish?
Damn. My boy Shinsuke.
Ain't gonna lie, that finish was a little whack, but it was still a really good match. Considering what Seth went through, I feel like Shinsuke should have went through something a lot more hard-hitting for that to be the finish. Like, Shinsuke went through worse.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Seth
valid.
went through worse and he won. That's the part that doesn't make much sense for me.
All right, here we go. 9 minutes before 11. That's plenty of time for some spooky shenanigans.
They might end it before 11 because 9 minutes. What is it going to be, a 9-minute match? Also, Seth isn't even near the ring. Not that it's impossible.
Oh, if he's only going to celebrate in the crowd, he's got to be in the ring if there's going to be a cash
Yeah, exactly. There's no cashing in the crowd. I think that's it. I think that's the show. Guys, I think this show's curtains.
It's only over when it fades to black because we know they like to pull that little.
Seems like a perfect fade to black moment right here.
Oh, that's
yep,
it.
It's curtains. So, no cash on. Said plot armor for the sake comes to save once again. I mean, this seemed like a good moment for the cash in to happen. I don't know when it happens. Also, like, without it being a cash in, like, damn, like, I'm mad. Shinsuke went through put Seth through all that, and he still lost. That's crazy. There better not be a third match, bro. There can't be a third match. You done lost decisively twice. Knowing WWE, they will get a third match out of this some way, somehow at Crown Jewel, knowing them. And then Shinsuke will lose again. The ending was yeah, I didn't like the ending. It doesn't ruin the match for me, but I wasn't a fan of the ending. However, I thought the show overall was really damn good. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of Fastlane as a whole. What about you, Liam? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I had a good time with this show. I mean, I feel like there was no like stinker match. Like every match delivered for the most part. I agree. I wish the finish of the main event could have been a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, for a B show, I would honestly argue that Fastlane's like kind of like a C show.
Yeah.
It's nothing special, especially because Fastlane is named after being in the fast lane to WrestleMania. Like this show being in October is very out of place. So considering the lack of hype going in, 5 matches, I think it delivered on that front.
Yeah, for a 5-match card, this was a damn good show. I mean, don't know if I would say it was a great show. I feel like if the finish were better, it would have been a great show. But it was just really good. I enjoyed it. It has some rewatch value. Definitely had at least 2 or 3 really good matches on the show. No match of the year candidates quite. If I will say the opening tag team match was probably like one of the best WWE matches like of Q4 so far. So they were cooking with that one. They were cooking with that one for sure.
They have been with tag matches in general, man.
Yeah.
Triple H knows how to book tag wrestling. So yeah, I've been a fan of what they've been doing in the tag division.
Hell yeah. I don't want to rate this show. I think I'll do my ratings for this show probably tomorrow. So I'll leave my my further thoughts on it. I'll have to sleep on it and then give my thoughts on it in the morning. But before we go off air here, Liam, we have one question to ask you, sir. With next Tuesday being the Tuesday Night War between AEW and NXT, the burning question is, what show will you be watching next Tuesday?
I'm going to be watching AEW Dynamite, and the reasoning is because Sling TV doesn't have the USA Network.
So if it did, you would be watching USA, is what you're saying.
I would be having both on at the same time. And I'm not even trying to give you a non-answer, Suplex. I remember when the Wednesday Night Wars were happening. I would have my desktop in college. I would have NXT on the left, AEW on the right. I would watch both simultaneously.
Yep, I have NXT on my phone and AEW on my laptop.
But like, man, Adam Copeland's debut, Swerve versus Danielson, Jay White versus Hangman. From an in-ring perspective, AEW Dynamite wipes NXT out of the water, but WWE brought in the big guns. Freaking Cena, Taker, Cody. You know, star power wise, WWE wins, but in-ring wise, that's AEW all day.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the names are going to sell over, you know, the in-ring talent. So when you hear Undertaker or John Cena, oh yeah, people are going to tune in for that. I mean, Undertaker wasn't confirmed, but the gong all but says he's going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, chat, I gotta ask you guys, what are y'all watching next Tuesday? We will be live on Tuesday, by the way. We'll be doing a double cast stream. We'll be watching both shows. I have 2 monitors. We'll be watching NXT on one and AEW on the other. And whichever show has the most interest, I'll turn the audio on for that show, more or less.
That's the way to go.
Exactly. You're watching both? It takes me back to the glory days of the Wednesday Night Wars, right? The glory days, the good old days.
The Wednesday Night Wars were a thing for like 2 months, and then the pandemic happened, and
then it was still a thing on Twitter.
Yeah, it will always be.
It merely existed on Twitter beyond that point, and then on top of that, AEW whooped their ass every week, so it's like it was barely a war. It was a one-sided ass whooping for most of this war, quote unquote.
And AEW at the time, you know, they at least had their wrestlers in the crowd. Like NXT was straight up empty arena. They were doing Thunderdome broadcasts.
Exactly.
No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see that shit. And they had that for a good year before they went to doing crowds. So
yeah, it took way too long.
Exactly. All right, guys. Any final thoughts before we sign out here? It's 11 o'clock. I'm about to get ready for bed soon because I gotta go to work. Wednesday Night Wars were mid. I wouldn't say they were mid. I think it was definitely a product of the time being COVID, so it really just strong-armed them to get creative while not having a crowd, which arguably you could say was mid, but I wouldn't go that far. Nick Wayne hit Concerto onto Darby's arm. Jade's probably going to be the major announcement. Wait, why would Cody bring in Jade? Jade already appeared on the show, so I mean, I don't think Cody would be. Right.
Well, Cody trained Jade. People forget.
This is true. Roman Reigns will be on SmackDown this Friday. Oh boy. Not as excited as I would have been if he was, you know, actually on TV for the last 2 months, but I'll still be watching. You know what? Maybe. I could see her showing up on the show. Maybe to challenge Becky. Jade versus Becky. Hot program. Would you put Jade over Becky like right away to skyrocket her into the championship picture? Crazy one.
I could see that. Becky can't have a long reign. You know, that's an NXT title. She's got to get back on the main roster soon.
Exactly. That being said, guys, we're going to head up out of here. Big shout out and a big thank you to a friend of the channel, Liam Crowley, for coming and going. Liam, would you mind plugging your stuff, plugging your company, your promotion, and everything people can find you on?
Yeah, well, first off, thank you, Sooplex, for having me on. I was stoked when you hit me with the DM today, asking what I was doing when Fastlane came around. This was so much fun, and I hope we get to do it again sometime. It'd be a blast to chat wrestling with you anytime, anywhere, any place. And then socials, yeah, you can find me on all socials at Liam T Crowley, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. It's where I post all my stuff. And yeah, I'm a worker. I'm a film reporter for comicbook.com. So a lot of my interviews in article form live on there. But if you're looking for the clips, if you're looking for the full interviews, keep it locked to my socials because that's where I always post my stuff.
Exactly. And Comic Book is where they can find you for like your professional work and all that other stuff.
For the reviews, for the long form interviews, all that kind of stuff, that lives on the website, yeah.
Hell yeah. And you guys know to find Sooplex at Sooplex. I'm here. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I'm everywhere. It's all the same. All the same. But guys, we're going to head out of here. Everybody who's been watching since the beginning, thank you. If you tuned in just a second ago, thank you for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you all this coming Tuesday for our double cast of NXT and AEW Dynamite. See you all there. Have a good night. Love you. See ya. Bye.